All right, all right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Let go. Shout outs to Justin with the $3.
Well, there goes the Metroid sales grift. Lol. Also, I'm predicting some collaboration with one of Nintendo IPs like Hyrule Warriors or Mario plus Rabbids in that vein. Also,
Yeah.
something Ubisoft like Far Cry,
Yep.
Assassin's Creed,
Yep.
or Rayman adjacent. Pragmata demo too.
Yeah, I'd be down for all of that, Justin. That would be all good. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to go too hard on, like, the Metroid Prime stuff, just because, I think Nintendo probably should have anticipated to have a statement ready or something. Like, I don't think we should have had to grind it out of Steven Totilo, or he had to, like, ask, just because, there just should have been something ready. But, I mean, I think that there were people that were jumping the gun a bit. When I tried to let people know that, hey, look, they can combine the sales, and it's probably over 1 million based off the eShop charts and based off of the MPD rating. Because, like, if you get top 10 in December, games sell their most in December. Like, this is the biggest market in the world. So if you can get a top 10 in December, you probably sold at least like 500, 600,000 copies plus, not including the eShop. So if you can get a top 7 in December plus eShop sales plus worldwide, I mean, yeah, that's probably about 1 million units. That's why I was pretty confident. But I had my boy Septic Sauce. He's kind of a PC guy that was basically just thinking like I was damage controlling or something like that. And it's like, no, man, you gotta trust the process, man. Like, whenever I talk about stuff here, guys, I don't talk about stuff because, oh, I like it. I mean, people think that, but it's not just because, oh, I like Nintendo. It's based off of data. It's based off of facts. It's based off of me giving you guys a logical conclusion. It's not based off just because this is what I think or fanboy nonsense. It's not based off of that. If I don't think something did well, then I'll say it. And what did I tell you guys before? When people were saying Metroid Prime is going to sell like 3 or 4 million units in the first month, I was like, nah, let's look for like probably like 1 million. That's what I was saying. Like probably like 1 million or so in the first month. And then over time, see if it gets to like, 3 million or so. So that's what I was trying to say. So yeah, that's really what it comes down to. What's up, Dior? Let's go over some shout outs though. Big love to Justin. Thank you for the 3. Anybody does $3 or more, you can get my man Justin on the board. Hey, yo. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Big love to Dior. What's up, Dior? Welcome. Daniel is here. What's up, Daniel? You went to the dentist and your teeth are jacked? Yeah, man. It happened to me a few years ago, back in 2021. I ate a plantain chip in Nigeria, just absolutely shattered this tooth to the point to where the dentist couldn't even fix this bottom molar. I had to go to a specialist dentist, and they drilled, and it literally felt like I was on a movie of Saw. Like, you ever wonder what it feels like to get tortured? Well, I mean, a lot of you guys probably don't, but it felt like somebody was like and like torturing me because they had to drill so far to save my tooth. It was terrible. I don't wish that on anybody. But yeah, it took about another year or so to get that tooth fixed, because I think I got it fixed in 2023. But that's how long we had to prep and get everything ready. So I feel you, brother. I feel you, man. General Zamora, what's up, man? Andres Molina, what's up? Okay, we got is it Shirting Ape says that I hope for No Rest for the Wicked and Monster Draw. I think No Rest for the Wicked isn't right now, and I think that's going to be a little bit later for No Rest for the Wicked, just because they're just launching in PC beta or ACATA beta. So that'll probably be like in the next couple of years for that game. I don't know if it's going to be at this one. Patch a Bag, what's good? Penu Chiha, what's good? Bubblegum Crisis, JC Hopkins, what's up, guys? Welcome. What is good? What is good? Jeffrey Tucker says, let's go. I'm in Central Time. What time should I be getting up to catch your direct? Yeah, I'm going to be live about an hour and a half to 2 hours early. So if you're Central, that means probably like 6 a.m. your time. That's around when I'll be live. So like around 6 a.m. Let's see here. Cooking and watching. Hey, shout outs. Yeah, I'm ready, Baby Pierce. Let's go. Dane Gonzalez. What's good, Dane? Welcome. Flight says, too many people jump to the gun before they have any information. I mean, yeah, they were going off the information that they had, but I mean, I think that there was not enough disclaimers saying, hey, look, like if you combine the two, look at the MPD, look at the eShop charts, and kind of make a judgment from there instead of just saying it's not on the NPD, it's not on there, so therefore, or it's not on, sorry, not NPD, it's not on Nintendo's report, so therefore it didn't sell 1 million plus. Like, I think that was too quick, some people, and like I said, you just have the typical grifters. I mean, at this point, like I said, a lot of people are just like laughing at the grifters just because, sure, Nintendo's stock and everything isn't necessarily the greatest. I don't talk about stock, but it's not the greatest just because there's a lot of challenges right now facing all the industries. A lot of companies are, having, not profiting as much or not this or that because of just the way that the economy is right now. It's not anybody's fault, but like when it comes to actual system sales and stuff, obviously the Switch 2 is doing good. How you do better is just try to expand your install base as much as possible so more people will buy software. So yeah, it isn't surprising that these fraudulent Metroid fans ran with the questionable narrative of MP4. I mean, I don't know if it was a lot of actual fans of Metroid. I think it was just a lot of people just talking. You got to remember, people get kind of weird when it comes to Nintendo sales data because Nintendo gives a lot of sales data, so it gives more opportunity for people to be really weird. Microsoft doesn't give sales data on video games. They don't give sales data on anything, so it gives people less opportunities to be weird. Sony used to give a lot of sales data, but then they started looking bad in comparison to Nintendo, so then they stopped giving sales data. So, a lot of sales data. They might detail one game or two, but then they stopped giving a lot of sales data because then it started looking like Switch 1 started blowing it out in terms of first party sales, and Sony was kind of like on, I wouldn't say like a smear campaign, but they were on a they were doing a lot of little things to make Nintendo look more insignificant with the Switch 1. And one of those things that they would do is that they put together these internal reports for their investors saying that they have the most brand momentum and Nintendo doesn't have more brand momentum than them, even though that the Switch 1 was outselling them a lot. So Sony stopped doing that because Nintendo's sales started looking significantly better than their first party games. I believe that's the reason why Sony stopped. Now that's speculation on my end. That's not fact. That's not 100%, but Sony used to give more sales data and then they stopped once Switch games started like showing up real big in the charts. And there was no reason for them to stop that outside of they don't want to look bad, in my opinion. And compile with some of the other stuff, the brand momentum stuff, because you can't claim that you have more brand momentum whilst another brand is not only outselling you in console sales, but also outselling you in video game sales, first party sales, like handily, like smoking you in those, so I think that's the reason why. But yeah, there's less data to analyze, so people overanalyze Nintendo for a lot of number of different reasons, Let's see here. Magnum, what's up, Magnum? The game Double M, what's good? Never seen such a smear campaign against a console that's continually beating records and journalists, content creators, and gamers. Yeah, I mean, I think that some of it is obviously just people reporting, and then some of it is kind of like, clickbaity. Switch Force teased the shadow drop for the direct season 2 of Black Ops 7 Warzone drops tomorrow. Could it be that? I don't think it's that, but we'll see. What's up, Elias? Welcome. Sony financials tomorrow. Look forward to trolling. I mean, I don't know. I think that I think they did really good in Q3, so I don't know if they're going to be able to troll, to be honest. I think Sony might actually give some good data. I think that they did good. I think that they sold quite a number of systems, so I'm not sure if there's going to be much room to troll. What's up, Sean? Says, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Hope Sonic game and Kingdom Hearts collection is revealed at the Nintendo Direct, since I'm a fan of Sonic and Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, good stuff, Sean. I mean, in the economy, it's not good right now, and gaming as a hobby is down pretty bad besides indie games. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, I guess if you're playing Microsoft and Sony, I mean, if you're playing Nintendo games, it's pretty good, but...
Could also see a Fallout 4 and Indiana Jones release date reveal.
Yeah.
But I'm really chilling right now. I have Dragon Quest plus Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Mario Tennis Fever coming up.
Yep. A lot of good stuff, Justin. Thank you for another $3 dono. Justin carrying it right now to 6. Shout outs to my man Justin. Anybody that does 6 more, you can be out Justin on the board. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Alpha? Welcome. How you doing today? What's up, Real? Welcome to the stream, Real Pawns. Sony started combining all the sales of the series because Nintendo first party had them looking bad. Yeah, I do believe that was the reason why that they started doing that. Like I said, I wouldn't believe it. Like, I wouldn't come to that conclusion if Sony weren't doing little snarky things here and there that they didn't do before. Like in the Wii U era, they were a lot more transparent with their game sales numbers. In the Wii U era, when they looked really good, they were more transparent. They would tell us about Horizon, they would tell us about God of War, they would tell us about all these different games in the Wii U era, in that era. But when this, and even in the Switch era, Switch 1 era, but once Nintendo really started getting their sales numbers up, and it started outselling it. Now all of a sudden, we're going to shut down game sales numbers. We're going to start combining them together. We're going to start saying that we have brand momentum better than, like, all these little things here and there that they didn't do before, you know? So, 5 million PS2s out of nowhere on the way out. Like, it's just little things here and there. So, you know, whatever. So Nintendo's doing a terrible job in selling the Switch 2. Nintendo's doing a terrible job in selling the Switch 2. The Switch 2 sold the most systems out of any system in the history of systems in the first 7 months. So I don't know how they're doing a terrible job at selling it. Let's see here. Haven't seen really anybody talk about this, but I think Right Owl 2 Remaster could be at the partner showcase. Yeah, people definitely aren't talking about Right Owl 2. I can tell you that. So yeah, maybe the first game came out earlier this year, or earlier, or mid last year, right? It was like a launch title. So we'll see what happens there. Finding PS2s everywhere. Yeah. What's up, Rags? Welcome. Is it the partner direct or the general direct? What the F game is going to be revealed? It's I don't know for sure, but it does seem like Kiwi Talks is teasing this direct. Like he teased it today again on his Twitter page. So maybe it's at this one, maybe it's not. I mean, Nintendo still needs to have third-party games for the big directs. Most of the time, the big directs, like Nintendo's first-party games, there's third-party games revealed at those directs too. So you have to have both. Like at the last big Nintendo direct, they had Resident Evil. They had a bunch of different third-party games revealed. So you kind of have to have a balance. So there's got to be some for those too. But maybe Nintendo's confident. Maybe they're confident they have a lot more third-party support. They even said that in their investor meeting that it's been tremendous. So I don't think I've ever seen Nintendo use those words when describing third-party support in the past for any system. Tremendous. I've never heard about that for them, at least. So maybe they have a lot, so therefore they can do this showcase, and they can also do like another Nintendo Direct with a lot of big games revealed too, or you know, Switch 2 ports. Hey, what's up, Figure Drawing? Sony is a stuck-up company relative to OG Sony eras, and I mean, they were definitely cocky or stuck up even back then too. I mean, they've always kind of had that arrogance about them. Maybe not in the PS1 era, but even in the PS1 era a little bit too. But I mean, you have to have that confidence if you want to win, you know?
I somehow missed your Xenoblade 3 reaction. You were so excited you couldn't even censor yourself. Lol.
Yeah, I was. Big love to Justin. Thank you for another $3 dono, man. I appreciate that. Justin out here with the 9. Anybody does 9 or more, you can type or beat out Justin on the top of the Hokage board. And of course, I don't know if we're gonna have full extensions today, guys, because I can stream as long as my boy's asleep. My wife is taking a little bit of a day off today, so once my boy wakes up, then I have to stop streaming. But he usually naps for about a good 2 hours or so. So I mean, if I can stream the whole 2 hours, I will. If not, then you know, then we'll be up before that. But if he sleeps longer, then obviously I'll be here till he wakes up. I haven't really covered Grid too much, but yeah, it runs good, and it uses the GameCube controller for the analog, so that's good. Switch 2 numbers are not good. We are Nintendo fans, but let's not pretend they are doing good. Sorry. 17 million is low. I think you're trolling at this point. Yeah, I think you're trolling. Unless you can let me know. Let's just say I'll give you 2 options. I'm just going to say one option that you're trolling, which I think that you are. And the second option is what system is sold better in the same time frame. So if that's low, then what system is sold good against the Switch 2? The Switch 2 sales are low. So I'll give you 2 ways to answer this one. And then I probably won't answer you again because I think, like I said, I think you're just trolling. Let's see here. Dream a Little Mo. What's up, Dream a Little Mo? Welcome. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Switch 2 upgrade rumor is true. I mean, there's no rumor that it's a Switch 2 upgrade. There's just a rumor that it's just something Xenoblade. So there's no actual rumor. It's just something Xenoblade. We don't know. It's not a rumor that it's that game specifically. So just keep that in mind. I don't know about the Torna card like deal, like all that. Who knows, man? Like we'd have to wait and see for all that. You know, that's a lot of stuff that we'd have to just wait and see. Yes, I agree about confidence being vital. PS4 sold better. PS4 did not sell better in the first 7 months. No, that's not true. That is false. Let's see. Xenoblade Warriors. A lot of people talk about Xenoblade Warriors, man. A lot of people talk about Xenoblade Warriors. I think that's awesome. I mean, if it happens, that's cool. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Let's see here. In all fairness, Dreamcast guy is covering Nintendo not selling as well as they expected. LMAO, as well as they expect. I mean, who expected? Pull up the PS4 numbers then? No. I want you to tell me the PS4 numbers versus the Switch 2 numbers, because you said that the PS4 sold better, and I'm saying that it's not. So the burden of proof is on you, not me. So go ahead and tell me what the PS4 numbers are for the first 7 months. Go ahead. You said that it is. I know the numbers. I know the numbers off the top of my head, but I want to know if you know the numbers. You're making the accusation because I know the Switch 2 numbers. Switch 2 numbers are 17 million in the first 7 months. So give me the PS4 numbers. Go ahead, and I'll let you know if you're right or not. Because trust me, I know them. But I want to know if you. So I'll let you work since you want to troll my stream. I'll let you. I'll put you to work. I get paid to do this. You're doing this for free. So go ahead and work for me. Chop chop. Get those numbers. All right. First 7 months. What are the sales numbers for the PS4 in the first 7 months? Chop chop. Hurry up. Let's see here. No, let him have fun, man. If he's gonna come here and work for free, hey, let him come work for free. That's all good. This is my job, right? Chop chop. Get those sales numbers, my boy. Let's see here. Why is no one talking about Gear Club 3 for the Switch 2? That is false. PS4 did not sell 23 million in 7 months. It did not. So I'm just going to go ahead and time you out because you're just here to make up stuff. So I'm going to time you out for about a good 10 minutes. I want you to go find the actual numbers and then come back and troll in 10 minutes from now. It did not sell 23 million. I bet you, you wish that it did. There's no way Sony could even produce 23 million units in 7 months with the PS4. There just wasn't enough components to even do that. I'm expecting SMT4 remake being next SMT game we could see. Yeah, I predicted that we could see SMT4 remake as well. I predicted that we could see that too. Let's see here. I'm expecting, but we have to wait. Like, man, I'm gonna be saying we have to wait and see so much, man. Just because, like I said, I don't know. I know Nintendo's probably planning a bigger Nintendo Direct after this. I don't know when it's gonna fall in line, but they're gonna have a pretty big Nintendo Direct going over games coming out in the spring and the summer and the fall. And of course the Pokemon Day stuff, Gen 10 Pokemon. So we'll see. We'll see what we do there. Trolls, the trolls that is, man, these people have no life. No, he's here. I think he's just messing around. He's trying to bait reactions out of people. So like, I'm not really gonna spend too much time. I'm gonna give him a little bit of opportunity to have fun, and then when he just starts making up stuff, then we can just time him out. Now he can't talk unless he gets on a different account. Now he can't talk. So yeah, it's all good. It is all good. Let's see here. No, it's nowhere near. Dude, Sony would have 24 million in 7 months. That's crazy. That didn't happen. AI overview: Sony sold over 7 million PS4 consoles in the first 6 months. By the end of the 7th month, roughly August 2014, the console had reached 10 million. So yeah, not bad. 10 million in that amount of time, if that AI overview is correct, but nowhere near the 17 million. But Sony didn't have the stock, but it's their fault they didn't have stock. It's not like there was like a global chip shortage in 2014 or 2013. Like, when did the PS4? The PS4 launched in 2013. It launched at the very end of 2013, and then it launched in 2014 in Japan. So it was a little bit of a staggered launch. Let's see here. I hope we see content warning release date. I don't even know what that is. Your camera's focused on your background and making you blurry. Is it? I thought it was doing that. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let me refocus it. There we go. So my background's going to be a little bit blurry now, and I'll be more in focus. Okay, yeah, there we go. So that's better. Let's see here. Way you were sweating because PS4 sold way better than Switch 2. All right, you're on a sock account. All right, we got to ban your sock account for forever. So we'll go ahead and do that. The way I was sweating. Yes, I was sweating some weirdo coming into my stream telling me that the PS4 sold 23 million units in the first 7 months. Yes, I'm sweating. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely terrified. Goodness gracious. This is why it's good, man. I feel bad for people. Not everybody can grow up, with parents intact and good role models, but this is why good role models are needed, so you don't end up like this, like some people. Like, you need good role models, guys, whether it's your parents or it's like brother or sister or friends or whatever. Let's see here. Let's see. Couldn't the Switch 2 not sell a console for 3 months after December and still be the leader in sales? Couldn't the Switch 2 not sell a console for 3 months after December and still be the leader in sales? It's got a pretty sizable lead over, but yeah, I don't know about 3 months. I don't know about that. So like that'd be like what, 10 months total? I don't know. I don't think so, but I'd have to look at the numbers. Let's see. Content warning was announced some time ago. No release date. I have no idea what content warning is. Yeah. So, you think Elden Ring makes an appearance? Yeah, I put a prediction video out. I think Elden Ring definitely could be there. And also the Dust Bloods. I think the Dust Bloods could be there. So we'll see about both of those. I think that both of those could be there. And that would be good if they were both there. That would be good. So it looks like Metroid fan base jumped the gun and overreacting. I don't know if it was all the Metroid fan base. I think it was just people in general. Gemini says 10 million for the first 9 months. Yeah, nowhere near 20. No, nowhere near 20 something million. So it's all good. Look up the trailer. What else we doing? I don't feel like looking up the trailer right now, man. So I'm good. Like. If it shows up, then it shows up. But right now, like, we're interacting with the crowd and with the users, and we're like going over everything, going over your predictions. I don't really feel like watching a trailer for that. So I'll check it out for sure though. I'll check it out. Let's see. It looks like Metroid. Yeah, the Metroid fanbase, they jumped the gun a bit. So they jumped the gun. So this is weird. People I said are weird. These trollings are actually kind of funny. He said, "Hope ICE takes me." I was born in the U.S. I'm an American citizen. Oh man, so yeah, I'm an American citizen, bro. So I was born here, born in Los Angeles. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Katana Riku? Thanks for that, man. I appreciate you. What do you think about the release date for Adventures of Elliot? Oh yeah, Adventures of Elliot. Yeah, I think that finally gets a release date. I don't know when it's gonna release though. I know Square Enix doesn't want to release too many games close to each other. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see when that releases. We will see. Yeah, these trolls say the darndest things. Oh man. Astral Chain 2. Man, I think we need the upgrade first and foremost, and then if we get the upgrade, then we can kind of go from there. So we'll see about that. You think Xenoblade's getting an update tomorrow? I don't think Xenoblade's going to get an update tomorrow, unless it's like a Xenoblade Warriors game from Koei Tecmo. I don't see Xenoblade showing, because it's a partner showcase. It's not a regular Nintendo Direct. Now, if it was a regular Nintendo Direct, then yeah, I'd be more thinking that that's possible, but it's not a regular Nintendo Direct. It's a partner showcase. What's up, Zombie TechPad? Welcome. Oh, isn't that what was said to Nintendo Land? Isn't what was said to him? As long as we don't get one of those games, like the Campfire game, the last Direct, we're good. I don't know why people were so focused on that game when there was like a bunch of other games there. So I mean, like, if they have another game like that, oh well. Like, I don't know why people were like, oh, Campfire, like, who cares? There's a bunch of different games in there. You're not gonna like everything that's in the Direct. So that didn't make any sense to me why people were just so focused on that. Like, it was weird. Anyway, there'll probably be some lame games that you don't like in there too. I mean, you're not gonna like everything. You're not gonna play everything. So. But I feel you. Let's see, is the partner showcase already over, or is it just about to start? It's tomorrow, Capture Specialist. So it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. PT, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So that's why we're going over predictions right now, just because it's not today. It's tomorrow. Jimmy Mac with the $5 dono. Yo, let's go, Jimmy Mac becoming the stream ninja. He says, get a workout in, enjoying the stream. What publisher do you think shows out the most tomorrow? It's hard to tell who shows out the most tomorrow. I mean, it's always a good bet to maybe say like Square Enix. Maybe Square Enix has some stuff for us, so that's a safe bet.
Could we see yet another Koei Tecmo game, because they have been going crazy on Switch 2 so far?
Yeah, Koei Tecmo is also a candidate to show out as well. Koei Tecmo could show out quite a bit. So we'll see. We will see. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Square Enix because maybe Adventures of Elliot, maybe a new Bravely Default, maybe Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I mean, there's quite a number of things that Square Enix could show up to this, and they showed up at the last one. They had the Adventures of Elliot, and they had Octopath Traveler 0, so it's definitely possible that Square Enix is the MVP of this showcase, but, you know, we will see. Shout outs to Jimmy Mac. Appreciate you, Mac Daddy. Yo, thank you for the $5 dono. Anybody does 5 or more, you bet my man Jimmy Mac on the board for the top one. Big love to Justin, though, with the 12. Appreciate that. 17, we got our first combo break. Hit him with that extension, too, while we're at it.
Overclock Buster!
Yeah, over or under on farming sims. I say at least one. I said the over. At least one farming sim or more. Anyway, we get a Nintendo Direct. Good day. Good day. Thank you, OJ. Not sure why my name is showing up like that. It's Dirty Dulé. Yeah, I think it's because the way that they did like the whole thing, it's a little bit weird now, you know. No, it's all good, Dane. I know that. It's just it was just funny that people kept on bringing that game up. Did Darnold get a chance to play when he was with SF? Not really. Just like a game or two, where he played like towards the end of the season. I think one like where I think Brock was hurt or something. He came in for a bit, but not really. OJ, I think the troll. Hey OJ, I think the troll was Mystic Ryan. Mystic Ryan would never do anything that stupid. He's like PlayStation Spawn Wave, you know. What's up, Yiggity Yak Diesel? Hey yo, what's good, man? I'll take another Warriors game. I'm loving Age of Imprisonment. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have Age of Imprisonment and another announcement so close to each other, but they could. I mean, those games always make bank. They always make a ton of money off those games, so I wouldn't be surprised if they want to do more. Fire Emblem Warriors, all those games sold over 1 million plus. Hyrule Warriors, all those games sold 1 million plus. I mean, every single Nintendo Warriors collaboration sells a lot, so wouldn't be surprised. I wish Game Freak would put as much effort into Pokemon as they seem to be putting into Beast of Reincarnation. I mean, those are two different types of games. Pediatric. So Beast of Reincarnation, that's outsourced, and that took 6+ years to make. So you're not going to see that type of that, because Beast of Reincarnation is just a different style of game that's outsourced by people. They're not making it themselves. Ben's with the 3. Ben's 310 with the 20.
A bit more slim and clean. Clinking glasses. Cheers to health. Backlog continues to grow with FF7. Was playing MK Deluxe lately with the wife. Are you going to be streaming the showcase?
Yes.
Thanks for all the content you've been pumping.
Yes, I will be live reacting. Thank you. That's a good question. Ben's 310. Thank you for the big $20. You're on the Hokage stream, Ninja. So I appreciate that. Thank you for the big 20. And also thank you, Spinza 4908 with the tune-in tier pledge, getting us to 38 on the combo board. Let's go. Thank you so much. So yeah, I mean, to answer the whole Beast and Reincarnation thing, it's one of those things where, like I said, it's outsourced completely. They just have a small team that's helping other people, but that took 6 years to make, and it's a linear focused, graphical focused action / turn-based RPG. That's more like a linear path, one dog, one person RPG. If they were to try to put those type of graphics into a Pokemon game, I mean, you're looking at a game that's probably going to take 10 years or so to develop, like that, and that's just not feasible. You're going to get people losing their job if they do stuff like that, because they have a lot of employees and they have to pump out a bit more. Now, are you going to get better graphics? Of course, you're going to get better graphics for the next mainline Switch Pokemon game, but I mean, don't expect it to be that high of level. I mean, unless you want Pokemon to turn into a linear, you know, one Pokemon, one person RPG, which that's not even a Pokemon game at that point. So yeah, so we'll see. Thank you for the big 20 though. Big love to Benz. Thank you, Spinza, with the tune in tier. Appreciate that. Let's go. 38 on the combo board. We are out here. We got a 30-minute extension as well. Next one up at 45. Then we'll hit the overclock. Do you think Halo shows up? It's a possibility. That could be the what the F game that Kiwi Talks was discussing. Tune in. Shout out to Katana. Surprised no one has asked for direct time. Well, yeah, it's not today, so I mean tomorrow they'll be asking for the time, but I'll have it posted. Like I'll have like a little thing that says what time it's at and all that, you know, all that jazz. So it'll be good. But yeah. Let's see here. Oh man, the PS4 guy. You came back after the 10 minutes. Came back after I banned your sock account. They have no comment on Beast of Reincarnation for the Switch 2 yet. So I mean, it could come over to the Switch 2. It could not. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Haters proven wrong with MP4 sales. Now they confirm 1 million plus. I mean, it's just one of those things to where, you know, if you're an analyst like myself, or if you analyze like myself, you knew that that was a possibility, and that was more of the probability more than a possibility. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you have a lot of people that aren't analysts, so I think that, I mean, for me personally, I think I need to be a little bit softer on people, because there's a lot of people who actually didn't follow Nintendo last generation or didn't care, and they don't even know what Nintendo does. I mean, there are Nintendo content creators that don't even have any, like, don't know what Nintendo does, and they've been covering Nintendo, and they will sit there and say things that are not true or off base, or like act like there's no such thing as Nintendo Direct. So a lot of people online don't even know how Nintendo does their directs, how Nintendo does their announcements. They just go with the flow. They don't really care too much, but they have something to say. So you know, you just have to educate. I get called for people say, oh, you're damage controlling when you go on Twitter. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to let people know the right information. Like, I'm trying to give people like the right info. But some people take that wrong or whatever. Johnny with the Big 10, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you, Johnny with the Big 10 super sticker. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Did they confirm million for Metroid Prime? Yeah, they confirmed 1 million plus. Yeah, Nintendo rep confirmed that to Steven Totillo of GameFile, that they sold 100 million plus. Big love to Johnny, though. Also, we got to get Ben's 310 on the board here. Remember, if you drop a dono, put your music request in there, and I will play it. Thank you so much, Johnny. 48 on the board now. 45-minute extension. We'll get that overclock in just a bit. Let me get Ben's 310 on the board here, though. Like I said, anybody does 20, they can beat him out on both. Did a clean sweep there, Ben's 310. Let's go. Oh, man. Good stuff, dude. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Big love. And let me just go like this. And let me do that. Combo breaks. Combo breaker! I think the What the F game is Fable 4. It's probably not Fable 4, no. No Nintendo Direct, and yes, Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Yes, that is correct. The Borderlands fiasco makes me worried about more demanding UE5 titles about Switch 2, which are a lot of games currently, then be worried. Let's see here. Dynamite says, hey, how's your day been? My day's been good. My day's been good. Just because one developer does a bad job at optimizing or does a bad job, that doesn't mean every other developer that's using Unreal Engine 5 is going to do a bad job. So that type of worry is silly to me. 1 million plus on 172 million install base is pretty whack. Not gonna lie. I mean, Metroid never sells incredible numbers though, so I don't think we can sit there and say, oh, it's on this huge install base, that means it's gonna be able to sell way more. I mean, it's been on massive install bases before. It doesn't matter if it was on the Switch 1 install base, whether it was on the Wii install base where that was 100 million, whether it's been on there's Metroid on the DS install base at 150 million and it doesn't sell better like Metroid Prime. What's the Metroid Prime Hunters? I don't think that even sold better than 1 million units. So Metroid's not a massive selling franchise. It doesn't matter how little, or I mean, the GameCube has what, barely 21 million, and that Metroid Prime sold almost 3 million on that. So it doesn't really matter the install base with Metroid. There's a certain set amount of fans, and no matter how high or how low the install base is, it's probably going to be right around the same, anywhere from 1 million to 3 million. That's about the range of Metroid. That's it. It's not based on install base for the most part. It's just that's how many fans that are willing to buy the game. That's it. One thing to consider is Metroid Prime 4 sales are some forgetting. Dread did not sell 2.73 million in 1 month. It was likely closer to 1.6 to 1.75. Yes, I mean, I don't think anybody said it sold 2.73 in 1 month. So yeah. Song request, the Sonic Green Hill Zone. All right, I got you, man. Sonic Green Hill Zone. All right. Thank you for the support, brother. I appreciate that. Metroid Prime 1 budget was 10 million. Prime 4 somewhere between 100 million and 200 million. It needs to sell 3 million at least to break even. Yeah, we'll see if it does over time. What's up, Kiwi Talks? We'll see if it does over time. Let's see here. What if the What the F game is the games on the image? What the F game is the game on the image? I don't even remember what game I put on the image. How can it be a what the F? What do you mean? There's no way that that's a what the... I mean, it's Xenoblade and it's Xenoblade and it's Metroid Prime. So how can that be? How can one of those be the what the F game? See, now you're just messing with us, Kiwi Talks. Yo, what's up to Kiwi Talks? Big love, man. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel. If you're not subscribed to Kiwi Talks, go subscribe to his channel. He's awesome. But now he's messing. He's trying to play mind games, and I like it because we're gonna potentially get this game tomorrow or maybe sometime this year. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see what that game actually is. But I no, there's no way that it's I mean, we already got Metroid Prime, and we already have. I mean, Xenoblade. Is that a what the F? I mean, maybe that's a what the F game. But subscribe to Kiwi Talks channel though. How about that? Let's see. Do you use a grip case for your Switch 2? If so, which one? Yeah, I use a Satisfy grip. It's this one right here. So I use this one right here. Satisfy Ronin. Zen Grip 2. It's probably the best. It's probably the best Switch 2 case. It's probably the best Switch 2 grip out of all of them. It's pretty good. So yeah, I recommend the Satisfy Ronin. Horizon Zero Dawn with the F game. Now are they confirming Metroid Prime 4 sold over 1 million? Yes, they are. Apple Juice. All the images, what the F images should explain me better. Oh, what I mean is that the what the F game is all the images on the what the F image. Should have explained that. At this point, I have no idea, Kiwi Talk. So whatever it is, dude, I have no idea. I am riddled out. I am confused. I don't know what the game is gonna be. I'm just looking forward to like Switch 2 games this time around because like this time like the what's it called, the Switch 2 is more powerful, so at least we're gonna get some better quality third-party games. Not gonna get everything, but it'll be, you know, good to get some other stuff. So let's see here. Yo, Vitha, calm down. You over here begging. Like, get up, bro. Just wait for tomorrow. Just wait for tomorrow. We'll see what the F game is, alright? Like, you won't be able to play it right now. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Switch Force is teasing a crazy shadow drop or a nice shadow drop for tomorrow, guys. So Switch Force, he's been right on a lot of different stuff when it comes to the Switch 2, like directs and things like that. So Switch Force is teasing a cool shadow drop for tomorrow. The Nintendo Switch 2. I'm thinking the Mamba Titan Grip. Mamba's good. I still recommend Satisfy though. Casual Noob with the $1.99 says it's Halo. Final answer. I'll take Halo for 200, Bob. I'll take Halo for 200. Yeah, Halo final answer. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know. We'll see. Will Metroid Prime surpass Dread? I think it's going to be tough to surpass Dread, in my opinion. But we'll see. We won't know until it's going to take some time. Bloodborne with Sony deal for the Dust Bloods after exclusivity. Bloodborne with the Sony deal. I have a few more riddles in the pipeline to break your brain next few months. Okay, yes. I like the riddles. They're fun to go over them on stream. So I am down with the Riddler. I am down with you being the Riddler. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm as smart as Batman. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to figure them out. I wish I was as smart as Batman. That'd be awesome. I wish I could fight like Batman too. That'd be even better. Switch Force is so hot. Okay, sure. Hey OJ, can we see how Prime 4 sold over 1 million? Hey OJ, how do we know how Prime 4 sold over 4 million? Because Nintendo of America rep confirmed it to Stephen Totillo from GameFile. So are you excited for the Dust Bloods? I'm more excited to see what it is, more so than like to play it, because I'm not a big fan of From Software games. But I mean, I'll check it out, of course. I'm here to help. Yo, let's go. The power of the Elite Ninja Village. All of us put our minds together. We can be one Batman. It's Black Myth Wukong. I know Nate the Hate put out a video, a predictions video where he thinks that Black Myth Wukong is going to show up, or it's going to be on the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026, or it's going to be ported or something like that. So that's possible too, I think. funny thing is that I have to make the riddles complex, otherwise people would cheat. Oh yeah. You gotta make them. You've got to, like, you know, when I was making jokes about that, Kiwi, about like, oh man, I'm at the riddle, like, yeah, you gotta make them complex because they wouldn't be fun. I mean, you can't make them too easy. So you gotta make them complex. You cannot make it just straight up, because then yeah, people can just use AI. People can just guess very easily. It's like, nah, you gotta, you know, you gotta make it a little, and like you can't give, and also you can't just give it away. Like you can't just give it away. So I agree. Like if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. You gotta do it in a way that's going to be to where you just can't. Or you're gonna have a lot of people guessing what it is. You know, different things. So. No bingo card for tomorrow. I think Cyber Taurus is gonna get us a bingo card. I think Little Taurus, Little Miss Taurus is gonna get us a bingo card for tomorrow. I think. We'll see. I think. I don't know for sure. It's Horizon, says Dustin. I think they'll announce Kingdom Hearts all game bundle on this direct. I think Kingdom Hearts is a possibility. Yes, I did predict that in my video. Fallout 4 Shadow Drop. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. So that's interesting. The what the F game is Half-Life 3. Oh, yo, Half-Life 3. Lock in, baby. Lock in. We're also 5 combos away, guys. Appreciate that. From the 60 Noah and Mio flying through the sky. So thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it. Maybe a new 2D Sonic game. Armored Core. Background track is the winner. Yeah, this is Golden Sun. Isaac Battle theme. Shout out to Golden Sun. Maybe the what the F game is a new Golden Sun game. It's a new how about a Golden Sun remake of the original game with like PS3-ish level graphics? That would be awesome. I would scream, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I would scream at the next Nintendo Direct if they do that. Oh yeah, sound like Donkey Kong if they do that. Justin with another $3 dono. Let's go, Justin.
Do you think people will be disappointed? Lol.
Yes. I've never covered a Nintendo Direct where people weren't disappointed in like some type of way. People are always disappointed. There's never a Nintendo Direct that's been universally seen as like, this Nintendo Direct is the best Nintendo Direct ever. This is the greatest thing. Everybody loves it. Like, there's not a single Direct that I can think off the top of my head where it's like that. Now, there are Directs where people are saying, oh, this is better than other Directs, or oh, this is really good. But I mean, like, listen, let me tell you the reason why I say that. Nintendo had their reveal for the Nintendo Switch 1, and they showed off Mario Odyssey. They gave a release date for Breath of the Wild. They gave you all the information on the system. They gave you Octopath Traveler, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, ARMS, 1-2 Switch ain't that great, but whatever. 1-2 Switch. They gave you Splatoon 2. They gave us other third-party games. They gave us, obviously, Skyrim. They gave us, like, a ton of games, right, in January 2017. Like, all sorts of stuff. And people were saying Nintendo's dead. Like, we had content, like, and it's not just, like, a little bit. Like, we had a lot of content creators saying there was no games, it's dead, and all that stuff was announced for, except for, like, the Octopath and the SMT. Everything else was announced for this year, or for that year, for 2017. And, like, Breath of the Wild is a launch title at a $299 price point. Like, everything was, like, lined up. Like, okay, cool, it's not bad. And people made videos, Nintendo's dead, that was terrible, it was the worst show, like, so you can have Xenoblade, you can have Mario, you can have Zelda, you can have Octopath, you can have SMT, you can have the No More Heroes reveal, you can have a ton of different games. And people are still gonna be like, no, it sucked. It doesn't really matter. So no matter what, there's always gonna be people that say, it's not good. Like, not just a small amount, but like multiple people, you know? That's just how it is. I think we see a release date for Deca Police. Oh, that'd be nice. But I think they're gonna do their own level 5 event for Deca Police, but we'll see. I'm sorry, yeah, K-Tal, man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to give you hope for that. Make sure you guys hit the like button, though. Give me your predictions for what games you guys think could happen at the Nintendo Direct. But hit the like button. It's very important for those that are watching. If you're watching on mobile, it's easy. If you're watching on your desktop or your Xbox or your PlayStation, it's easy. Just hit the like button. It's right there, right by the player. Yo, Shinru with the $5 Ninja Peach.
Sup ninjas. Picked up Metroid Prime 4 at GameStop for $44 bucks since I had a coupon for $25 off the game.
Nice.
Haven't played it yet, but played after I finished Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door.
Hey, there
Hated
you
the
go.
demo as a kid, but like it now with this remake.
Nice, nice. I also like the fact that we hit 60 on the overclock, so you guys know what that means. That's Noah and Mio. And also Nady Nate with the 5 coming in as we slashing things up. Let's go. Stream clock maxed out. Says from Riddle, I sit amongst legends, which is Zelda and Mario. In 17, Game Awards had no business in the fight. Next of kin being like Zelda. See, now I'm confused. I don't even know what that means. So I'm not even sure what that means. Okay, but we had 68 on the combo board though. I like that. Shout out to Shinru. Big love, combo breaks. See if we get to 100 on the overclock board, boys and girls. Just hyper direct. I always enjoy mine. I never expect greatness top to bottom. Just glad to have video game news to get excited about, to talk about. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, Space Otter. I'm Batman. Deck Police has been delayed way too much. It has been. It was announced 3 years ago now at this point, so we're definitely in the long haul. They keep on like rebooting it, or not, like they keep on like light rebooting elements. Like, oh, we want it to play like this gameplay wise. Oh no, now we want it to play like this. Oh no, we want it to be in this city. Oh no, now we want to make more locations outside of the city. Like they keep on. Oh, we want to anime. Like they keep on wanting to add and add and add and add to it. So that's what's happening with that game. Party Man with the $5 Ninja Peach.
I finally played Mario Tennis Fever and wow, it feels good to play. It looks beautiful and I love the art style. Looks cleaner in person and controls feel great. The Fever mechanics and rackets seem dope too and fun. It's gonna be fun online. Ace's music?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Party Man. I'm glad that you liked that. Yeah, it's at the like the demo kiosk, right? So that's good. That's good stuff. It's definitely good. Neo 3 only 6-month exclusive to PS5. Love the Neo 1-2 collection on Switch 2. Yeah, that'd be nice. I played Neo 1 and 2 on the Switch, or no, sorry, on the PS5. Backwards compatibility, like 120 FPS. Like it's cool. But it's like a Souls game, so I'm kind of like, on it, you know? Kind of on it. Oh, bro. Oh, the 2017 Game Awards. Okay, I got you, Nettie. Now I got you. Cool. Good stuff. No one seats besides Mario and Zelda in the modern times. Nobody. Did you hate the game back in the day? Now I love the game. Nowadays, the track from Pokemon Legends ZA. Okay, I got you. Pokemon Legends ZA next. Fire Emblem is a game that I did not like back in the day, like when I first played it, like on the SNES or Super Famicom via like translation emulation patches. I did not like it, and I didn't love Path of Radiance a lot at first, but then I ended up really liking a lot of those games. So, Fire Emblem. I know that sounds crazy for me, but yeah, Fire Emblem. Pokemon Legends ZA. Alright. Thank you guys, appreciate that. For me, if a Direct has one single game I want to buy, normally I like it. That's all you need sometimes. That's all you need. Got my interview with the Dennis Dyack tomorrow. Are you a fan of Eternal Darkness? I am a fan of Eternal Darkness. And Dennis Dyack, man, I can't believe he's still making games, bro. When I found out that you were doing an interview with him, I was like, okay, cool. He's got the new, what was it, the Dead House Sonatas or Dead House something. I forgot what, it was something that he's making. But I'm looking forward to seeing the game for sure. Casual Noob with the 777. Let's go.
Love Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Love Noah and Mio. Let's see them again.
Yes. I love, and that's why you did the Lucky 7 dono. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Casual Noob. Yes, I love Noah and Mio. I love Xenoblade. Xenoblade is just such a vibe, man. Like, it's just such a vibe. It's such a like, it's like, it reminds me of like just sauce. Like, you guys ever had something that just has the best seasoning, like chicken or beef that has like the best seasoning ever? Maybe it's not the best cooked, but the seasoning just makes it just feel unique and special and authentic. It feels authentic. It feels like when you go to Mexico, you want the authentic carne asada. When you go to Nigeria, you want the authentic suya. You want the authentic, you know, fufu or swallow as they call it. You want the authentic stuff, you know. The last thing that you want, and to me a lot of Western games today's day, a lot of it they'll dress it up like at a Mexican restaurant, but it tastes like it's not authentic. It's like Taco Bell. It's still good, it can still be okay, but it does not feel authentic. And Xenoblade just feels uniquely Japanese, but with just all sorts of seasoning, all sorts of flavor and seasoning on top of it. So that's what I love about Xenoblade, man. That's what I love about it. It's just so good. Eternal Darkness is great. I'm looking forward to that interview. I'm going to be watching it. Let's see here. More chicken analogies. My burn wounds have healed from all the anti-consumer cooking I got. Yeah, that's one thing a lot of people, like a lot of Sony fans and a lot of Nintendo fans will instantly start, like, I think they went in a little bit too hard on you, because I don't think you were disrespectful about it. But, like, yeah, that's one thing, man. Like, people will get kind of, listen, I've been there before. I said that Kingdom Hearts has button mashing, and literally, I got freaking sore. I was getting keybladed. I was getting knocked over the head with the keyblade, bro. I was getting beat up by Mickey Mouse, by Goofy. You know what I'm saying? I got Disney Plus canceled. All of a sudden, Disney Plus doesn't work on my TV no more. Like, so I've been there before, brother. I've been there before. I've got cooked a few times when it comes to certain stuff. So, is Xenoblade your favorite game series, LJ? If not, what is? Xenoblade's definitely one of my favorite game series for sure. Catching up on all the videos I missed. Hey, shout out to you, boy. Appreciate you, man. All I said, I didn't mean that Kingdom Hearts is only button mashing. I just said that, like, there's some elements of it, like with Dream Drop Distance, like the, you know, like this crazy Dream Drop Distance stuff. Now, obviously, with Kingdom Hearts, like, if you want to beat, you know, the toughest bosses, you have, like, the critical mode, like, clearly that's not button mashing, but I explained it poorly. You know, I explained it very, very poorly, so. Let's see here. Justin with the $3 dono coming through. Justin again, let's go.
Xenoblade is so good that it's one of those games, once you finish it, you don't want to play anything else for a while.
Yeah. You're just like, it's like the song from Fire Emblem. Lost in thoughts, all alone. And you're like, you're just lost in thoughts all alone, man. When you finish Xenoblade, you just hit the vibes. You're just like, damn. You're just sitting there and you're like, and you just like wonder about life and about everything. It just makes you think, bro. Like when I beat Future Redeemed, I'm like, oh my goodness, man. Like I started thinking about generations after me. I started thinking about how the earth is gonna be in like 1,000,000 years. I started thinking about just, man, like all sorts, like reincarnation. I started thinking about all sorts of wild stuff, bro. Like, and obviously it's like a lot of that stuff, whatever you believe. I'm not here to talk about that, but I'm just here to talk, like, it just makes you think about the possibilities that what if there is, like, Xenoblade to me, I'm not gonna say it's like the best at maybe thinking like real world stuff, but it's like, what if there is some type of infinite power source that can do something crazy? That it's like, you've got to think that there's something, you know? Like, so Xenoblade is just like that lit. Like, it makes you think, man. Like the Kloss, you know, the Kloss incident, like that makes me think right there. Like that right there makes me think like some type of crazy thing found deep undersea in Africa or something, you know? Like, because it's like we still haven't explored much of the earth, you know? There's still a lot on earth. Like there's a lot of deep sea stuff that we've never been, because the pressure would just crush us if we try to go down there, you know, too far. So it's like, man, I wonder what's down there. I wonder what's everywhere, you know? So it's crazy. Xenoblade 3 ending hit me like a bunch of bricks, but then Future Redeemed ending hit me like 10 tons, man. 10 tons. It was crazy. Crazy. Whereabouts in the U.S. are you, by the way? California. States next year. I'll be so keen to link up. Bench press as much as you. Hey, yeah, I'm in California. So if you want to go to Los Angeles, maybe me, you, I think Paul Gale's there, and I think Celia's there too. So I think we can all hang out. So yeah, Los Angeles, California. Let's see here. Xenoblade is one unique RPG. Xenoblade 2 was on the first one. I played it, fell in love with it instantly after I played it. The Saga for DLC is your favorite? Yeah. Expedition 33 ruined other games for you? I can see that for some people, but I think that Expedition 33, the problem with Expedition 33 is that type of battle system wouldn't work for a really long RPG. So if you're playing like a Metaphor Fantasio and that game's like 100 hours long, you don't want to be doing that stuff for 100+ hours with that battle
I forgot
system.
my login. It took me forever to donate.
Shoutouts King Cagney with the Jojo. Oh man, let's go. Thank you for that big 10, man. I appreciate that, King Cagney. Oh, that you gotta write that login down, brother. You gotta write it down. Make sure you don't forget that. Let's go. Thank you for the big 10, man. I appreciate it. 93 on the board. We are out here. Big love. Thank you for the big 10. Forgot the login, man. Sweet. My wife has a lot of fam in Cali. Nice. Yeah, definitely. Like Los Angeles, man. We could all, because like I've been meaning to meet up with Paul Gale. I'm pretty sure you know Paul Gale from Twitter. So he's super cool. He's got a cool place in Los Angeles, so we can hang out. So yeah, I've been meaning to go down there and like visit him, and like I've been meaning to see Celia too. Celia's there, and Josie's there. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you know Josie, but she's on the Spawncast too. But Josie's in Los Angeles, Celia's in Los Angeles, I'm in Los Angeles. What's it called? Paul Gale's in Los Angeles. Like we could all link up and hang out. Maybe we do some content. Let's see here. Happy says, you're very handsome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what you are, so whether you're handsome or beautiful, I can't really tell. But either way, I'm pretty sure you look fantastic. Let's see here. I mean, story-wise. Story-wise, oh, I can take other stories over Expedition. Metaphor Refantasio. I'll take that one over it. I can take plenty of other stories over because I don't want to spoil it, but like, I wouldn't say Expedition's a cop-out, but it's like kind of a cop-out, but it's not like a complete cop-out. I love the story. I think it's great. And I think that there's a lot of things about it, but there's certain things that it's like, okay, well, yeah, that's kind of like cop-out-ish. But like, no, it's still great. But no, I mean, I that didn't ruin it for me. Like, I think Metaphor Refantasio's story is just as good, if not better. I think Xenoblade story is just as good, if not better. There's a litany of JRPGs where I can say, oh no, that story's just as good. Persona 5. There's a lot of RPGs out there. Yeah, Roger's Base is also, I mean, is he in Glendale? He's like, I think he's in like Los Angeles area too. Yeah. Roger's Base is in Los Angeles as well. There's actually a ton of content creators in Los Angeles. I mean, there's a lot more that I don't know, but there's a lot of content creators in Los Angeles, like a ton. Like, well, Los Angeles is really big. Like, Los Angeles is like massive. It's like a good chunk of California. I mean, it's not everywhere. California is massive. Like, California is like really, really, really big. But yeah, Los Angeles and Los Angeles County, like, there's a lot of places that are like in Los Angeles County. So it's like you got like Anaheim, you got like Atascadero, you've got like all these different counties. You know, you got Linwood, you got obviously like the stuff that you got Compton, you know, you got all sorts of stuff, right? That are all like in Los Angeles County, like this big old thing towards the bottom of California. So, what's up, Caps Paranormal? Welcome, man. What's better? Let's see. What's better than Metaphor? What do you mean? What's better than Metaphor? Sub-Zero Rampage on here in New York. Yeah, it's cold over there. Texas, howdy, partner. Let's see here. I'll never fully recover from the Endless Nail scene from NM and Xenoblade 3. Yeah, that's a good scene, man. Isn't it like 60 million people that live in Cali? That's like 12 New Zealands. I don't know what the census was. Let me double check. So 50 million? 40 million. There you go. It's a little bit less. Yeah, about 40 million people in California. Approximately. But I'll be honest, man. There's probably a lot more than that. Some people... there's probably a bit more than that. Not too much more, but I mean, it's probably, yeah, 40 million plus. Interesting. But like all the people in California are like centralized in like these areas, like Northern California, like San Francisco, that area, Sacramento, that area, a little bit here in Central California, and then a lot in Southern California, Los Angeles, San Diego, a lot. So it's like outside of those cities, it's kind of just like spread out. There's a lot of like no name, nothing little farm towns all throughout the Central Valley. A bunch of little farm towns that like really nobody lives in. But then like a lot of people live in like Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, Sacramento.
After that ice storm, I was wishing I was in California. I'm traveling next January.
Nice. Yeah, man. You know, like California's not perfect, but man, I love it here, dude. I'm a California guy. Like I've thought about like moving and like thinking, okay, where else can I go? And if I did, it'd probably be like Seattle. But like, I don't know, man. There's just something about the weather here that's great. It gets a little too hot where I live, but I want to eventually be able to get like a little apartment, like be able to afford like a little apartment in San Diego. So then in the summers, I can just go, but I mean, I gotta save up for that. Maybe in the next 10 years, I can like save up a little bit and maybe just be able to buy like a little condo or like a little apartment. I want one though, so I can just like the summers, I can just go to San Diego and I can stream from there. I can just stay there. I can, you know, do everything. But when my son gets a bit older too, and then during the winter and the spring, I can be in the Central Valley. But like, man, I want an apartment in San Diego. Like, I just want like a small like 2-bedroom apartment in San Diego. One of these days I'll get it. Like I said, maybe 10 years from now, I can be able to save up and get one. So, let's see here. Yeah, it's expensive in Cali. It's expensive. It's not cheap, man. But gosh, the weather, the scenery, like the entertainment, the vibe. The vibe is like, it's just good, man. It's just good. It's just fun. Like, it's just a cool place to be at, you know. It's such a beautiful area with so many different things. I mean, if you live like Central Valley, where, like, you know, you got Vegas, you got Los Angeles, you got Vegas 4 hours to the right, you got Los Angeles 2 hours down, you got San Francisco 4 hours up, then you got the beach 2 hours to the left. So it's like, you know, there's so many different places. Then you got Yosemite. You want to go camping, hiking. You got Yosemite a couple hours away up into the left a little bit. So you got just like so many different places that you can go, that you can explore, that you can do. And then once again, the weather is not too bad. The weather is pretty good. It never gets too cold to the point where, like, you know, your pipes freeze. I mean, sometimes there's wildfires in some places, but those usually get put out pretty quickly. I mean, obviously there was that one big devastating wildfire, but that was because somebody did something stupid. That was not a natural one. That was arson, you know. So, and the fire department messed up. But for the most part, whenever there is a fire, it gets put out pretty quickly. So, that's a real fire right there. I got to be careful. I got to keep it under control. As a Minnesotan, California is just too beautiful. Yeah, it's nice, man. Yeah, Seattle's raining all the time, but the cool thing about Seattle is like Seattle has vibe, bro. Like, I've been to Seattle when I went to go visit the Pokemon company. That was in Seattle. They have the headquarters in Seattle, man. And dude, Seattle's the vibe. The food is good. It's kind of dreary, but it's great, man. Seattle's got good vibes, bro. It's got good vibes. King Kenny with the 10.
Pokemon is about to be 30 years old. I remember a yellow VHS tape come to my house, and that's how I learned about it.
Yeah.
Time really does fly.
It does. And Pokemon's still just as popular, actually way more popular now than even when it was back then. So, combo breaks, and you guys know what time it is. It's time for Cloud Strife to bust in to here. Let's go. Thank you guys so much, man. Limit break. Let's go. I don't know if it's gonna have a lot of censorship or not. Like, that's something that we just have to wait and see, you know. I don't think I ever got the Pokemon Legends ZA music. Actually, no, I did get the Pokemon Legends ZA music, or did I not? I don't remember if I got it or not. All right, we'll play it again. What's up, Normal Town? Welcome. Been to Seattle, loved it. Couldn't believe how many Starbucks there were. Yeah, that's the home place. That's the birthplace of Starbucks, is Seattle. So. Yeah, Seattle's good. Arlo's in Seattle too. Arlo's in Seattle. DSP's a little bit out from Seattle as well. So if you guys are DSP fans, he's in Seattle. Arlo's in Seattle. Metal Jesus is in Seattle. There's actually a lot. There's some other content creators that are there too. Fidel and Just Jess, they're not too far away. They're in Canada, but they're so close to the border that, like, they're actually really close. I met Fidel in was it Seattle or was it San Francisco where I met Fidel? I think it was in Seattle I met Fidel. So Fidel's pretty close to Seattle as well. And Just Jess as well. They're both pretty close.
Do you feel more confident about Monster Hunter Stories 3 after seeing the previews of the other Capcom games?
No. I do and I don't, Justin. Like, I still think that there might be some malarkey. Like, I don't know why. Dude, David X Machina burned me so. I got PTSD from David X Machina, bro. I got PTSD. It's like, I gotta see it. I just think there's some type of crazy, like, Japanese captain with, like, oh, nani? Yes, PS5 will be now, we have a power. Like, I just feel like he just wants to sabotage something. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know why I think that. I don't know why, but it's with that game, like that. Just that they want to try to sabotage Nintendo with that game, bro. It's got me side eyeing every single like double A / low end triple A / high end double A game ever made now, bro. I've got literally PTSD. I've got PTSD. Daemon X Machina, the bait and switch on that, bro. The bait and like the brazen bait and switch was insane. It's crazy. Thought Arlo lived on Sesame Street. That's funny. Says Seattle's full of hipsters. Hipsters don't recommend. Hey man, if you're going there for, like I said, a good time and a good vibe and good food, that's what you're going there for. If you're going there to be all like weird and like judge people and stuff like that, then yeah, maybe it's not the best place for you. But like I said, if you're going there for entertainment, you're going there for vibes, you're going there for fun, Seattle's great. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I said, it's the vibe. It's dope. Downtown Seattle's crazy. It's super nice, man. Buildings are cool. Like I said, food. I had a pizza place called like Seattle Pizza Co. It was like legitimately the best pizza that I've ever had. It was pizza with some wedges, and it was legitimately delicious. It was incredible. Incredible pizza, incredible people from the time that I had there. It was fun, man. I liked it. Let's see here. Players, can you see the comments? What's up, man? Hey, how you doing, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, Normal Town? What's good, man? Haven't opened my copy of Daemon X Machina 2 yet. Oh, man. I know. Seriously, dude. There's just something, Justin, man. There's just something. I can't. I can't. Let's see, all right, what are we going to see in this 30-minute short direct? Metaphor Fantasio, maybe. Maybe we see the Dust Bloods. Maybe we see Elden Ring. Maybe we see some Square Enix stuff. So, it's possible. So, listen, look, we're not going to be just talking about censorship all day, guys. Let's wait till we actually get something. Then if it is, then it is. Then we can do it. But just like sitting there and talking about it being like, it's just lame. So let's just not worry about it. Once it actually comes up, then okay, we can talk about it. But there's no need to start trying to make guesses of something. It's like, it's stupid. It's boring. It's lame. Just wait for let's actually get something first, and then we can go from there before we just start making up fan theories and stuff, you know? Most people live and die in the same little corner of the world they stay born in. I think we should travel more. Yeah, it's expensive to travel though. It's expensive, but yeah, definitely whenever you can, absolutely. I've been lucky that my job has provided me a lot of cool places to travel, a lot of cool, like I've been to the East Coast, I've been to Philly, I've been to different states for football, like I've been to, Zona, I've been to Las Vegas, or Nevada. I've been to all sorts of places. I've been to Seattle, I've been to Oregon, I've been to a lot of different places. So it's been great. Been to Washington, D.C. So yeah, absolutely. I've been to Europe, I've been to Africa, I've been to lots of places. So it's fun. But there's still more places that I want to go. There's still a lot more places that I want to go. Well, I can tell you is you're not too fond of how Sonic fans behave. I'm not too fan of how... I like messing with Sonic fans. I actually do not care. I kind of treat Sonic fans like my, like the little brother that I never had, or like the little cousin that I never... Well, I have little cousins, but like the little brother that I never had. I don't really care about Sonic fans. I just find them funny. So any opportunity that I can to kind of like troll them a little bit, I might. I'm not gonna say every opportunity because I don't take every opportunity, but yeah, every now and then when I see Sonic fans act silly or see something stupid, or if I see somebody else that they show, I'm like, okay, this is funny, so I'll post something. But yeah, it's not. I don't really care about Sonic fans. Like at the end of the day, I have not been to Brazil or Puerto Rico. One of these days, I want to go there. Saw that Xbox guy tell you to shut up on X today. Yeah, and I told him to, and you know what I told him back? I was like, make me. I said, make me, little guy. What are you gonna do about it? And he did not respond. He ain't gonna do nothing. I'm right here. He's a content creator too. I'm right here. Come do something about it. If you really want to make me shut up. Chances are you're not gonna do anything though. Let's see here. All right, take it easy, Kiwi Talks. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Get some rest. Get some rest for sure. Amsterdam. I've been to Germany too. Been to Germany, been to Amsterdam. I've been to, where else in Europe? I think those are the two big ones. So yeah. Let's see here. I'm surprised Sonic has zero presence in Japan. Not completely zero, but yeah, Sonic's not really too big in Japan. On Dustblood's note, I don't know how you're not a fan of FromSoft, but what's your least hated game that they made? Is it Sekiro? My least hated game? I mean, they're all the same to me. I mean, I can't sit there and say that I like any of them. Like they're all about equal to me. All of the games, like between like Demon Souls and Bloodborne and all that stuff. It's all about equal. Yes, I want to go to Japan. My brother went to Japan last year, and he took so many pictures, and it's awesome. He got me that Noah and Mio amiibo, even though I already had it, but he got me another one. But it was cool. Hello, I'm a little concerned this direct will provide little more than games we've already seen and possibly already played. Then don't watch it. Don't watch it, Jay Loomis. Don't watch it and don't be excited. Don't watch it, don't be excited, and ignore it if you're concerned. Let's see here. Is YouTube your side job or is it my hobby? I am jobless. I do not have. This is not my side job. This is not my hobby. This is just something I do. I just do it. No job whatsoever though. Zero job. I just talk about video games whenever I can. Outside of that, I just sit in my room and do nothing. So. Sup, OJ? I don't get the notifications for some reason. Yeah, sorry about that. Superpower, man. Big love. David, what's up, man? Been to Japan many times. I would recommend you. Oh, yeah, I'm jealous, dude. I'm jealous. Let's see here. Elias says, I went to Tokyo already. Next trip will be Kyoto this year. Yo, let's go. Yo, let's go. Let's go. I like that. Started playing Mario Kart with my fella today. He's 3. Oh, we fella. Okay, a little boy, a little girl. I love playing with White Yoshi. Nice, nice. Let's go, Zombie Tech. Shout out Metal Lover. What's good? Japan is on my wish list. Yes, Japan is on my wish list. One of these days I will go. One of these days I will absolutely go, and it will be great, and it'll be really good, and I'll have fun. I'll go. I will go. Casual noob with the $1 dono. Then Justin coming in with the 3 after. Double Fergie donos. Double for alligators. Later alligator.
I remember when someone before the April Direct thought there would only be 8 games. Something's never changed.
Yeah, whenever people concern troll, I'm like, okay, just be concerned, don't buy it or don't watch. Whenever people start concern trolling, I'm Jay Loomis, he's not trolling, but like I'm concerned. Okay, then be concerned, don't watch. If you're concerned, don't be concerned. Like remove all the concern, don't watch it, and think that it's gonna suck. Just think it's gonna be bad, that you're not gonna want the games, and everything's gonna suck, and don't watch it and go about your day. And if it's good, then it ends up being good. But if it's bad, then it was bad. Like you're concerned, like it was bad, like you said. So that's what I tell people whenever they start doing. I'm concerned. Instead of just saying, "Hey, let's look and see," and then reacting. Hey, look, let's wait and see what we get. Okay, if it's bad, then react to that. Then okay, it's bad. Instead of, oh, I'm concerned this, oh, I'm not. Okay, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't help. That doesn't fix anything. So before we have a direct, just say, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening. Like it might be good, it might be bad. I'm going to it with the open mind. If it sucks, then hey, it sucks. If it's good, oh, it's good. If it was mid, then hey, look, it's mid, and that's it. That's how it is. That's all it is, guys. That's all it is. That is the start and end of it. At the end of the day, really, it doesn't need to be anything more, anything less than just that. Let's see. I went to Japan last month. It was great. Tokyo trip, Kyoto, God willing. Yes, sir, Elias. Let's go. Obviously, not come to your when you're nervous or anxious. OJ, it's not who you come. Yeah. I'm not. I am not the one to come to. Like, if you're nervous or anxious or like, I'm gonna tell you stop, and I'm gonna say, hey, look, just hey, go about it this way. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not like I said, it's just video games. Like, if it sucks, then we'll react to it. Hey, this was not good. Hopefully, this is what they can do to make a better show. And once again, it's a partner showcase, so it's like I don't like hyping up partner showcases. I'm not a fan because there are we don't get direct minis, partner showcases. I went back and watched some of them from the Switch 1 era. Yo, these shows are bad. Like, like these partner showcases are not good. You go back and look at some of the games. I went back to 2020 and looked at the games in like 2021 and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, these partner showcases are not good. Now, the Nintendo Switch 2 makes it to where these partner showcases could be better because you have just a much more capable system that's like capable of playing, you know, PS4, sometimes PS5 level of games. So it should be better overall. Like, it should be better. But man, a lot of those partner showcases were not good. And like we said that back then, we're like, oh yeah, that's not that great. You know, or maybe it'll be good. Like there's like a few of them that were good. You know, like a few of them that were, there's like 2020, there was like one good one like Monster Hunter. There was like one good one like in like 2021 or 2022. Like, there's like a few that were like, okay, that's solid. But like for the whole generation, they were all kind of just like, yeah, whatever. Like, okay, there's some stuff. Maybe there might be a game or two that you're interested in. Like, and that's it. That's just it. So that's all you can expect with these. I don't expect every single big game to be announced or to reveal. I expect there to be a lot of lame looking stuff. That's just how it is. That's like campfire games or whatever, right? Like, I'm not expecting a bunch of different things. I'm really not. But yeah, that's just kind of how I look at it. I think the 2022 June partner showcase was decent, but yeah, they're not usually close to a general. Yeah, not even close. Can't be any worse than State of Plays. State of Play, the thing about State of Plays is that the expectations for State of Plays are so much different, right? Between like State of Plays, yes, those are also not great. But I think the biggest problem with State of Plays is that because Sony messed up with the whole live service stuff, people expect a bit more with State of Play. And the problem is that Sony also sometimes has first party games at State of Play. So there isn't a clear expectation. Sometimes you can get a big first party game, and then a lot of times you don't. So the structure, the muted nature of them, Sony's just, you know, it just makes it to where, yeah, State of Play's just become kind of like, eh. I don't know if I've ever really liked any State of Play like that much. Like there's been just like, okay, they're okay, or that one was fine. It was all right. But I don't think I've ever said, oh my God, I love that State of Play. Like, I don't think I've ever said that with any PlayStation showcase or any place. Like maybe like the first two PlayStation showcases or like the first, like back when they actually did showcases, they don't even do them anymore now. But back when they did showcases, like maybe there was like one that I was like, okay, yeah, that was good. But outside of that, like I don't recall any of them really being that great, like on the level of a Nintendo Direct. Now, obviously, partner showcases have not been great either, but that's just kind of how I see it, at least. That's why I'm chilling. I'm just counting down. But apparently, this next State of Play might be pretty good for Sony. So we'll see. Let's see. I bought my Switch 2 only last Black Friday. I'm waiting for the game to stack up. Hey, there you go. Agreed. You just never know. Never know with Sony. That's what I'm calling. That's why I'm chilling. Yeah, just counting down to when we play Fever. Yep, Fever next week, right? Or 2 weeks from now. Or next week? Yeah, Fever next week. Next Thursday for Fever. Let's go. I don't like the lack of brand new AAA third-party announcements. Don't like the lack of brand new AAA third-party announcements. I mean, there hasn't been a bunch of brand new AAA third-party announcements just in general. So we'll see at this next State of Play. We'll see at this next Direct if there are a bunch of new ones. So we'll see. We will see. But I mean, last Direct we got Pragmata. Well, we didn't get it announced there, but we got Pragmata's coming. We got Resident Evil coming. So I think for a lot of people that's enough. Monster Hunter Stories, that's enough. There's a lot. There's a lot right there. So we'll see what they have for like the next number of months. State of Plays are very underwhelming. When you hear Nintendo Direct, you're filled with excitement. Yeah, if you hear general Nintendo Direct, those are usually better than any State of Play. Yes, that is true in my opinion. Though that's true. They're practically giving those houses away. Taking a 2-week to Japan this September. It will be my 5th time there. Nice. Buying a little cabin in the countryside. Yeah, they are practically giving them away there. They're like 5,000 or 6,000. Like they're like just small, like abandoned or just small little cabins in the countryside. That, you know, they're just, yeah, they are pretty much giving those away. Yeah, I saw that. Like 5,000, 6,000 bucks can get you like a nice little house in the countryside or something like that in Japan. The artist of the background song, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Mega Maniac. Not Wolfenstein, The Wolf Among Us. Okay. State of Plays announced PC ports like they're a great deal for PS gamers. It's like they don't have room to read their own show. I mean, But like, you know, and that's the same thing with Nintendo Directs. A lot of the games in them are multi-platform too. But like I said, I think the biggest difference, which is, you know, might just be whatever, but like the biggest difference is the fact that the Switch 2, it's like, it's expectations. Like, it's expectations of what you get. And I'm not trying to say this as like a thing. But like Sony default has like 1000% third-party support. So it's less impressive. And I know that sounds weird, but you take it for granted. Like, you not for granted, but like you just like, oh yeah, Sony's always supposed to get this game. They show this game, yeah, duh, Sony gets this game. You know, it's kind of like everybody has their own thing, right? Nintendo, it's like, okay, well, that game, it's already on other platforms, it's a key card, it's, you know, whatever, it's gonna run at a worse frame rate. That's the thing with third party with Nintendo sometimes. With Microsoft, it's like they have no identity, everything's multi-plat, so that's not as exciting. With Sony, it's like, yeah, they always get all those games. It's like, yeah, it's just like a PC game, or it's like, so they each have their thing that makes it less exciting for like for games and stuff. Like each of them, it's like, yeah, we know it's they always get everything. Whereas Nintendo, there's a little bit more excitement because like, oh wow, what are we going to be able to play on this unique hardware that you can play anywhere that you want, all in one, where you can dock it, easily play, take it off, easily play. Like that makes it a little bit more exciting for certain third-party games. And just because Nintendo doesn't get like everything, they don't get everything, so therefore you're wondering, what are they gonna get? It's like, it's always like a toss-up, like, well, what are they gonna get? You know, they don't get a lot of stuff, but what do they get? And does that game fit for Nintendo's audience or what people want to play? So I think that's the difference there. It just from an optics point of view, it's like, yeah, Sony's gonna get third-party games. You know, I don't want to sound hypocritical though, but it's like, I mean, I have a PS5 Pro just because of that, because I know that it's gonna get highest quality games, and if I want to play it on there, I'll be able to play it on there, no problem. But I also want to see like what Nintendo's doing. Like, okay, well, how does that game play portable? You know, so I think that's kind of like what makes the state of play, drags them down a little bit. Without Sony's big first-party games, you're like, okay, yeah, it's just a third-party game that we already know that Sony's gonna get. Okay, you know, great. Let's see here. Jimmy says 50 million units, the biggest game of the year, only sells 1 million. I'm not a math genius. Is Metroid Prime 4 the biggest game of the year? I mean, Metroid has never been Nintendo's biggest game ever. It didn't review the best. It doesn't sell the best. So I'm not sure why you're saying it's the biggest game of the year. That's not. The biggest game of the year for Nintendo would be either Pokemon Legends ZA, which sold 12 million copies, or it'd be Donkey Kong Bonanza, which sold 4.5 or almost 4 million, 4.25, or it would be Mario Kart World, which sold 14 million copies. Those are the biggest game of the year for Nintendo, not Metroid Prime. So, any other questions with that? I noticed how only do PS showcases when they happen to have more than the annual one first-party game per year, if that. Yeah. Maybe most expensive, but not the biggest. Yeah, maybe the most expensive, maybe, but not the biggest. No, like Metroid's not as big. Like they can spend $500 million in the game. That doesn't make it to where it's gonna be it's gonna sell more or anything like that. Metroid's not in terms of a franchise. Mario Kart, Pokemon, Zelda, all those franchises are bigger. I think Mario Kart World was the biggest game of the year, followed by Pokemon ZA, then DK. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it sales-wise, that's the sales order. It's Mario Kart World was the biggest game, Pokemon Legends ZA was the next biggest game, then Donkey Kong Bonanza was the next biggest game. It's in that order. I mean, the moment they announced Smash 6, Switch 2 might actually be worth it for a lot of people. They need more first-party games that people really want. I mean, yeah, listen, guys, they're selling a lot right now. Cassie Lover. So, I mean, yes, every system needs more first-party games or more whatever. They're selling a lot. They've sold more systems than anybody else in the history of systems. So, yes, it's a gradual thing. You can't have Smash, Mario, 3D Mario, Zelda, all that in the first 5 months or the first 6 months or whatever, right? So that stuff's gonna come. Like, that stuff, but it needs time. Like, you gotta go over the course of things. And that's how Switch 1 was. Switch 1, you know, it was over the course of time that it built up a pretty good library of games. It's gonna be the same thing for Switch 2. So right now, though, it's like people want it. People are buying it. Switch 2 is selling. It's selling decently. It's selling good enough. It's sold better than any other system in the first 7 months. And yes, as time goes on, Smash will come out, 3D Mario will come out, new Gen 10 Pokemon will come out, more games will come out, and it'll do better. That's the trajectory of any system that does well. No system has every single game that everybody wants in the first 7 months. That's never happened in the history of any platform that's done well, at least. So yeah, it's just the natural trajectory of how things work. OJ, you think Switch 1 passes 160 million and takes the record? Yeah, eventually it will. Yeah, eventually. Fire Emblem has a niche group of fans that if they haven't bought a Switch 2 yet, they'll buy it when that game comes out. Let's see. Metroid Prime. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even a month of sales. Metroid Prime 4 came out December 4th, and then the sales go to December 31st, so a little bit less than a month. But yeah, Metroid's it's not the biggest game. It's not like a system seller. So that's why I said we got to be patient with people. A lot of people don't know sales numbers. They don't know what Nintendo actually does. Like, what's their biggest games? This is their first time really being on the internet talking about these type of things, so they just don't know. So more than happy to let you guys know like how it works. But I mean, when the Wii was huge, right? Metroid Prime 3 came out for the Wii, and that didn't sell millions of copies, even though the Wii was super hot. And Metroid Prime came out Metroid Prime 3 came out a year after the Wii came out, and it didn't sell like 1 million copies instantly. Like, it took a little bit of time, but it only sold like 1 point something million. Like, it didn't even sell past 2 million. And the Wii was obviously a hot system that everybody was buying, and Metroid Prime 3, and it got 90 Metacritic score, and Metroid Prime 3 didn't light up the sales charts 24, like, you know, or anything like that. So that's just how Metroid sells, man. This is how it is. You think Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave could outsell Three Houses? Yes, I think Three Houses was great, and that one sold. Obviously, it sold good, but the technical limitations of that game, I think, hold it back a little bit. If Three Houses can have a high Metacritic score, can review really well, and is better, just flat out, they took all the things that were not good in Three Houses and fix it, because it does seem like a sequel or a prequel. I think Three Houses can absolutely do over the course of time, over the course of a long time. But Three Houses has not Three Houses. Fortune's Weave has a very good chance to sell well if it's goated. Like, if it's good, technically sound, because there were some people that just didn't get into Fire Emblem because the technical limitations of that game. Although it sold really well for a strategy RPG, like, it sold really good. But if Fortune's Weave is better and it reviews well, absolutely, I think this game could do better over the course of time. Wasn't Metroid Prime a Switch 1 game? So actually 170 consoles out there total. 170. It doesn't matter, Jimmy. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's on 170 million systems or if it's on 20 million systems. Metroid has a set install base of people who buy it. GameCube, there was only 20 million people that bought a GameCube. Metroid Prime 1 sold around 2.8 to 3 million units on the GameCube with only 20 million. So install base doesn't even matter. The DS had a Metroid game that has 150 million install base, and no Metroid game on the DS sold anything great. The 3DS has a 70-something million install base. The Metroid game on there didn't sell million plus units. Like, so Metroid is not a massive game. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, brother. Like, it's just not. It's not. So that's just how it is. Let's see here. And it's been like that for a very, very long time. It's been like that for forever. Whether it's the portables that have huge install bases or it's the consoles that have a smaller install base. Metroid just doesn't do that great. Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 3. Like, Metroid Prime 3 sold less than Metroid Prime 1. And Metroid Prime 3 was on an install base of 100 million with the Wii. The GameCube version sold more, so the install base doesn't even matter. Like, it's not even relevant. Metroid Prime Hunters was on an install base of 154 million units. That didn't sell better than the other Metroid Prime games. So, that doesn't matter. There's a set install base of people that buy Metroid, and the ceiling is about 3 million, and the lower and the bottom is about 1 million. That's around the range of what a Metroid Prime or a Metroid game is going to sell. And that's it. Doesn't matter the install base. It can be 50 million users, or it can be 20 million users, and it's probably going to be about 1 million to 3 million people that buy the game, regardless of the install base. So, I don't know what else to tell you, man. That's just how it is. If you look at all the facts, at least. According to UK sales, around 80% of the Switch 2 version of Prime 4. Yeah, a lot of people that want Prime are buying it on the Switch. Like, a lot of the hardcore Metroid fans that buy it right away, yeah, they're getting the Switch 2 and they're going to buy it on there because that's going to get them the best experience. So. Anything that isn't Bing Bing Wahoo will have a harder time selling when it comes to Nintendo games. Bing Bing Wahoo. Let's see here. But did Metroid Prime 4 fail the same way Star Fox Zero did when it got so much flack? I don't think Star Fox Zero even sold 1 million units. So, no, I don't think it's like Star Fox Zero, considering I don't think that game even hit 1 million units. And that game reviewed significantly worse than Metroid Prime 4. So, no. Prime 3 also came out during the peak of Wii's popularity. Uh, yeah, rising peak. I think it like really peaked in like 2008 because Super Smash Brothers Brawl, 2008, and then like 2008 was like the super peak of the popularity. But yeah, it was like right there at the end of 2007. These people are obsessed with trying to make Metroid sales out to be something terrible and maybe a little to no into their. I mean, I think that they watched a lot of grifter videos, and now that, you know, the grifters were saying, oh well, it hasn't even sold 1 million yet. Now that it's sold 1 million, now it's let me shift the damage control, or let me move the goalpost. So I think that's really what's going on here. Or I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know, but Metroid's been around for decades, and this is just how the game is. So I mean, there's nothing else that I can say. Like, whether you're talking about the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, it doesn't matter what the install base is, how high or how low. This is just how Metroid sells. What we should be saying is, man, Nintendo still supports, even though this series isn't a super big selling series, Nintendo doesn't kill the series. They still support the series. That's the cool thing about Metroid. It's like the fact that it hasn't sold crazy numbers and it's still around. For most other series, if you sell this not this good, like if you don't sell like you know, if you sell only 1 million or 2 million or 3 million at the top end, you're probably not going to be around for that long. You're probably not. But the fact that Metroid is still around, that there's still games being made, it's more commendable than anything. So I don't know why people are trying to come in here and it's like, oh well, they're like, I don't get it. It should be a commendable thing. Or should they kill the series? Do you guys want them to stop making Metroid games because the sales aren't as good as other games? Should they just stop? Should we be sitting there and saying, oh my god, the sales are bad, so therefore don't make the game anymore? So it's stupid to me. I don't get it when people do this. I really don't. Metroid's a great series. Nintendo still makes it, whether it sells 1 million, 2 million, or 3 million. They still make it. So let's just enjoy it. Because if it was any other company, they'd straight up pull a Hi-Fi Rush, or they just stop making the game. They would just say, oh, it doesn't sell enough, and they would just kill the series off. So the fact that we still get Metroid is commendable. Like, that's great. Like, I'm happy for that, you know? I'm happy for it. Let's see here. What third-party games do you wish be announced tomorrow? Yeah, I made a predictions video. So I talked about Metaphor Refantasio, and I talked about some like Bandai Namco, Time Digimon Story, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. I agree with Kibi Talks. They won't do Prime again for a long time because this was their most expensive game. They don't have to spend that long making a new Metroid game. Now that they have the basis in place for it, it can be significantly shorter to make a Metroid game. The problem was what happened before and taking over all that data and trying to make something that it took too long. Now that you have your team in place, you can probably make a game and just reuse assets and make a game in like 2 to 3 years, I think. So they should stop Metroid and make more Mario spin-offs. Exactly. Well, one of the reasons why it's kept around is Acclaim. They give Nintendo a lot of credibility. Yeah, it's a different style of game. It offers a bit of a different, you know, a different vibe. And all that. So it's like I said, the people that are sitting there and trying to dookie on the sales and say that all this, it's just people that just, I don't know. Like I said, they don't play Metroid. They don't care. They're just doing it just to talk. It's just something to talk about, but they really don't care about the series or care about Metroid or care about the game. They just want to talk, you know? Like for me, like I said, if I wish Sony still made Gravity Rush sells worse. It sells just as bad, never sold as good as Metroid games, but sells worse. I wish Sony would be like, yo, let's still make Gravity Rush, or yo, let's still make Jack and Daxter, or oh, let's still make these games. If they don't, they killed off all these series. As soon as they stopped selling well, they just killed them all off. Sly Cooper, all this stuff just got killed off. So, like, the fact that they don't kill off Metroid, even though it's not the greatest seller in the world, that's commendable. That's good. It's a good thing, because Metroid's a good series, you know? So... That's the reason why I think not Nintendo Partner Showcase is bad to me, because there are some Nintendo Partner Showcase I think are great to me because I had some games. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some stuff that appeals, you know. I mean, how many millions does a game need to be to consider profitable? It depends on how long the game was in development. It depends on how big the development team is. What you spend most of your money on when it comes to a game is human resources, like the actual work that they put in. So with Metroid, it's based in Austin. So in Austin, Texas, like you're paying a higher salary to a lot of the people there. A lot of people there make more money. So it's really just based on how many people you have working there, the salaries of the people working there, and then how many years it takes you to do that. And then of course, outside work too. So Metroid Prime 4 took a lot of years to develop. Took a lot of years, took a lot of manpower, took a lot of resources, but they built something solid for them to use as an engine for the Switch 2. So they can take that, they can reuse assets, they can not have as big of a team working on it, they can downsize quite a bit, and they can make a guided Metroid Prime experience that's doesn't have all the issues. Now that you don't have to worry about how the game was in certain aspects and wanting to make it this way, you can just make it in a smaller self-contained game. So it can be a lot cheaper for Metroid Prime 5. They can actually reduce the amount of money they spend on this next game. Every Metroid game Metroid Prime game isn't going to be in development for 7 years or something like that. That's insane. That's not going to happen. How true is it Switch 2 outside of Japan, a system underperforming globally? Nintendo said that it slightly underperformed in the West, and then it overperformed in Japan. So it was basically just off balance. Japan sold better than what they thought. In the US or Europe and all that, it sold a little bit less than what they thought. So if some of those units went over to America, it would have been more balanced. But they're not saying that they didn't sell as much as they wanted to sell. They just said, oh, we thought it was going to sell a little bit better in the US and in Europe, and we didn't think it was going to sell as good in Japan, but it did. So that's essentially it. But they weren't anticipating for them to sell, because like remember, the first forecast for the Switch 2 was 15 million units for the full year. So they weren't anticipating to sell this many units even just to begin with. But when they adjusted, they're like, okay, well, we're looking at how well is it selling in this area compared to that. US, slightly lower than what we expected. But Japan, higher than what we expected. So we'll see what we can do to fix that. Let's see, I think they need to take their time and rethink Metroid Prime. I don't think they need to take their time at all. I think that when they got a solid idea, take a look at the feedback for what they're doing from Metroid Prime 4 and just remove a lot of the stuff that people didn't like and then build on the core foundation. I don't think they need to take too much time at all. I think they can I think they probably got more ideas that they want to do and stuff that they want to improve now that they can actually go from scratch and they have everything built out when it comes to the assets and all that. I don't think they need to take too much time at all. I think they can get right back into it. Take some time, obviously, with your family and friends and take some time off and do all that, but I don't think they need to just, like, take a long time. I don't think they need to take 10 years or something like that. See, Final Fantasy IX Remake, one last thing. Ooh, that'd be crazy if that was it. Metroid is always in the same tier as Kirby, Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, not huge sellers, but sell well enough to have dedicated audiences, yeah. Although, I would say that Fire Emblem, well, I would say that Kirby is not in that same tier. Kirby is a few steps above all of that, because Kirby and the Forgotten Land sold, I think it's around 9 million units now. That is better. That is significantly better than Xenoblade, Metroid, Fire Emblem. That smokes any of those games. Honestly, like, Kirby is definitely a bit of a higher tier. Now at this point. When it comes to worldwide notoriety, Kirby's just more popular. It's just more popular than all of those. But I do think that Fire Emblem is obviously gaining a little bit, but Kirby's not in the same tier. Kirby is a little bit higher, is a notch or two higher than the games that you mentioned. Yak Diesel with the $5 dono. And he says, why are some of you guys think that Nintendo can restructure Star Fox to suit sensibilities of today's gaming? Oh, how can they do it? I think they just think to make another rail shooter. Just make a really cool rail shooter and just make a lot of levels. Just do that and make good graphics, and I think it'll be fine. People would be happy with that. I don't think they need to make it into some type of, like, Ace Combat or something. I don't think they need to. That's just me personally, though. Kirby sold over 8 million at this point. Over 8 million. Those numbers are old. Justin with the 3 as well. What's up,
Kirby
Justin?
in the background was like, what did you just say?
I know.
Wow.
He's looking like, he tilted his head like this. Yeah, Kirby kind of used to be in that Fire Emblem and all that range, but after Forgotten Land, it got a massive boost. So you can't put Kirby in the same category anymore. Let's see, Dreamcast Guy acting like Switch 2 is gonna die in his last video. Dreamcast Guy just kind of says things, whatever Twitter's saying or whatever online's saying, he goes with that. Because he also made a video saying that he was wrong about Switch 2 sales when it sold 10 million. So whatever Twitter's saying or whatever online is saying, he'll just go with that and make a video because that's gonna get the most clicks. No shots to Dreamcast Guy, but it's just reactionary based on online. He doesn't really analyze anything. He just goes off vibes, which is okay. Shout out to Dreamcast Guy, he's the homie, but he doesn't analyze. He doesn't look at things like more than that in depth. He just says, "Oh my God, that's what people are saying. I'm gonna go like this way." So that's what he does. People said that Kingdom Hearts wasn't going to take 7 years after Kingdom Hearts 3. So, LOL, my fingers crossed for Metroid Prime. Well, hold up, time out. The difference with that is that with Metroid Prime, we know what the situation was with there. The people that make Kingdom Hearts, they're crazy. That's the big difference. Nomura and all those guys are crazy. Yo, Doom Games 95. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that, my boy. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. Big love, big love. Yo, 5 gifted. That's crazy. Thank you so much, man. Combo breaks. Who got the gifts? Doom Gamer 95. Let's get you up on the board too. Anybody that has 5 gifts or more, you can put my man Doom Gamer on the board. Ayo. Let's go. Doom Gamer 95 with the 5 gifted. Once they announce Pokemon Gen 10 switch to exclusive, that's a wrap. Yeah, by the end of the year, I mean, obviously, they're going to have a better year on year for the holiday. It's going to be much, much better this year because they're going to have probably 3D Mario and Gen 10 Pokemon for the holiday this year. That's going to be significantly better for the Western audience, at least. Nintendo understands the importance of diverse game lineup to ensure long-term sales. Relying solely on Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon isn't enough to make the platform strong and appealing. Yeah, they got to rely on lots of different types of games. Let's see. I think YouTube releases Switch 2 tomorrow. Yeah, I think they said something around like that. Once they announced, I mean, 3D Mario is probably going to be announced soon-ish, like first in the next number of months. I'm pretty sure 3D Mario is going to be announced. So 3D Mario is going to be announced, and then I would not be surprised if we get a Zelda announcement this year. Maybe the game's not going to come out for the next couple of years. But I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the year if we get a Zelda announcement. I would not be surprised, like for the next Zelda game. Like I said, but it might not come out for a couple of years, but they just might want to announce it. Just so people say, oh my god, and like maybe impulse buy some people, like Zelda fans or something. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get some remasters announced, like Twilight Princess or something like that, or some new remakes or something. And then they say, hey, look, the next Legend of Zelda game, and like give like a short little CG cutscene or something like that, and it's not coming out for like a couple of years, or they just say it's coming out, more information later or whatever. So, the direct is at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. PT, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Producers need to learn that certain games are not going to sell GTA and Pokemon numbers. Prepare the low sales and improve your series. I mean, most developers understand that. Most do, that it's not going to hit those type of numbers. I think Smash is happening before Zelda. Probably. They could be in the same year, though, to be honest. They could be in the same year. But we'll see. Love your conflict. Keeps me going at work during the day and entertained when I'm chilling at night, bro. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Yo, Doom Gamer, I appreciate that. Appreciate it. I'm thinking 3D Mario and Pokemon for holiday, Zelda announced in the fall. Maybe a hint at Luigi's Mansion. Oh, yeah, Luigi's Mansion. That's another huge one. Luigi's Mansion and Kirby. Kirby's probably coming up as well, too. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Like a follow-up to that game. They've been hiring for that for a while. So, Kirby and the Forgotten Land came out in 2022. So, next year, that'll be 5 years. So, yeah, I would expect a new Kirby game also coming. I know some of us love Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, but I think it's great. Curious why does everybody hate Metroid Prime 4? I mean, there's some aspects like with like the talking a lot and like some of the characters and the green crystals. Like there's some aspects that they definitely could have improved for like the next game. The big question, will Pokemon Gen 10 be good? I guess it doesn't really matter because Pokemon fans will buy it regardless. Heard ZA was bad. Guess Game Freak didn't learn anything. You heard ZA was bad? Well, I mean, there's reviews and there's other stuff out there. So some people are gonna like it, some people are not gonna like it. Even if there's games that are people think that are good, there's gonna be people that think there are games that are bad. So I played Legends ZA. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun game. I did like it. But like, I mean, you're just going off of what YouTubers are saying, or like, probably grifters. But there's a bunch of people that say that they like Pokemon Legends ZA. So you're just hearing whatever you want to hear, I guess, right? But if you want to look at the review scores for it or whatever, it averaged about an 8 out of 10. I think it's like a 78 or 79 on Metacritic. So technically speaking, it's a good game if you want to put it in that way. But people say whatever they want to say, you know. But I played it. I played it. I nearly 100% of the game, and I thought it was fun. Just the graphics aren't great. Outside of that, though, the gameplay's great. The music's fantastic. The story's good. Just the graphics just aren't great, and that's really the only reason why people say that the game isn't good. Like, well, a lot of people on Twitter, if the graphics were better, they'd say that the game was great. Like, it's really just the graphics. That's it. Like, if the graphics ever get better, then all of a sudden the game will magically turn into being a great game. And I've had hardcore Pokemon like schizos tell me like, yeah, that's like the only thing. It's just like, oh, the graphics aren't good, so I don't like it, you know. Brotendo Shillington with the $5 dono says the next Gen 10 Pokemon should come with a pack of Pokemon cards. Watch the copies fly off the shelves. A pack of Pokemon cards. Let's go. That's cap. I like ZA. Yo, ZA's fun. I'm not saying it's the best game ever. I'm not saying that it's like a, oh my god, it's like game of the year or anything, but it's not a bad, I don't think it's a bad game at all. But that's just like I said, me personally. But I spoke with my my homie OmniArch, you know, who's a hardcore grifter, Pokemon hater, and really the only thing that he had a problem with was the graphics. That was it. He's everything. That was the only thing that was angry. He said why it was bad. It was just the graphics. It wasn't anything else. That was it. So if it had good graphics, all of a sudden the game would be good. It could be the same exact game, but better graphics. So the combat isn't well designed in my opinion. I disagree. I think the combat's fun, and most of the reviews say that the combat's good. The biggest problem with the game that people say it's the graphics. That's the biggest issue with the game. It's not the combat. The combat was fun. Let's see here. I beat ZA. I don't like it, but I beat it. I also think it's worth the play. I just hated the story. Yeah, I'm not saying that you have to like the game. I'm not saying that but I just don't think that, oh, the game's just bad. It's just some like universal thing. Everybody just thinks it's bad. No, I don't think that. I don't think so. Like the battle system, I'm looking forward to seeing how they expand on it. Yeah, I liked the battle. I thought it was fun. I thought the battle system was great. I thought it was really fun. My opinion, Prime 4 rocked, minus how the scanning completion worked. 97% scans. I was all over scanning everything. Disappointed didn't get 100. Yeah, that sucks, man. There's some missable scans in that game, which is terrible. Did you see Sakurai's post about his cat dying? Yeah, I did see that. It's very, very, very sad. People don't like the flat windows. I'm telling you, if the graphics were good, I guarantee you Felipe's opinion would be different. All of a sudden, the combat would be great. I guarantee you, it would all of a sudden be great, you know? Oh, man. It's very shallow. It doesn't feel great because it doesn't incentivize dodging attacks. Well, you have to have attacks that block them. Like, it's not a full-on, like, action RPG to where you can dodge, like, a Souls game. So, it's not built in that type of way. So, I don't think Pokemon's ever going to be built in that type of way. So I don't think they're going to be able to do that. Otherwise, you'd make it into, like, an action game to the point to where it's, like Souls. Like, you have to, like, parry or dodge attacks. That's not the type of game that they want to do. Because, remember, you get hit 1 or 2 times in Pokemon Legends ZA, like, you're probably going to die. Like, for, like, in like an online battle. It's like they don't want to make it to where people are just dodging all over the place and you're just like, or it's like Smash Brothers. Like, I don't think that's the right way to get it done. I don't think that's the right way, but everybody's entitled to their opinion though. Let's see here. What I mean is that moving in, positioning your Pokemon doesn't really matter. It does, but like I said, it depends on the type of attack that you're doing and how far away the attack is or not, or things like that. But it does. Positioning does matter. But once again, I don't think you're like, I don't think you played like high level or you played online or anything like that. So I'm guessing you're talking about from a very low level play. Yes, but from a higher level play, I did play the different seasons online, and absolutely the distance that you are, your positioning of your attack, that absolutely matters. But like I said, I think we probably played it in a different type of way. Agility, protect, what does he talk about? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shaw X, he played it at a little bit of a low level, which, like I said, if you play it like online and you really learn like some of this stuff like agility and like different, like protecting different type of stuff, and the distance attacks compared to like physical attacks, like positioning and where you are and all that absolutely does matter. But once again, I'm pretty sure Felipe is playing at a little bit more of a lower level and against just like the computer, like, but not playing against other players. Because if you go online, people just start doing cheesy type of attack. Like, oh my god, people start doing really cheesy stuff. But it's all good. We will agree to, yeah, we can agree to disagree. Nintendo has every excuse to end certain series, but they still make games for the dormant series like Famicom Club. Yeah, I don't know how many times more they're gonna make that, but yeah. My big on yeah, I didn't like the combat at all. I wish the characters had been explored more. Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, that's fair once again. This is Felipe's takes our cheeks. That Carmageddon Rogue Shift game is Switch 2's crusted and topless pizza. Worst looking Switch 2 game. Carmageddon Rogue. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, what's up, Quiet Liming? Play Voltforge, OJ? Voltforge? I only play music based off if you drop a dono, just so I don't have people telling me, spamming me with different types of requests. So I'll drop a dono of any amount, and I'll play your track for you. Excuse me. I think Pokemon should go back to cel-shaded look. I don't think that's going to all of a sudden make the game so much better if it's just like that. But, I mean, we'll see what they do for the next one. A Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase starts at 9 a.m. for me tomorrow where I'm at. That's, yeah, Eastern Time. ET. So, yeah, PT it's 6 a.m. Central Time it's 8 a.m. And East Coast it's 9. And then, of course, overseas it's like, whatever. Wherever you are overseas.
People don't have to like ZA, but you can't tell people that it's bad and expect people to just agree with you when there's people like me who actually like it. Oh wait, it's Felipe, never mind everything I said.
Yeah. Like I said, it's interesting. It's interesting. Like I said, some people like it, some people don't, but that's like with every game. Some people will tell you that The Witcher 3 is the greatest game ever made. That game is cheeks. Like, I do not like Witcher 3, and I understand why people like it. I can see why people like the game. I can see the technicality of the combat. I can see drinking the tonics and the potions and the fire and the spells and the swords. I see why people like it. But I think the gameplay in that game is terrible. Now, of course, the graphics and the story are great for people that like that style, but I do not like The Witcher 3. I don't like the combat, but I understand why people like it. I don't really argue with people in streams or in places like when they talk about Witcher 3 combat. Like, I just say, no, it's not for me, and here's the reason, and that's it. But I can see why people like it, you know. I can see why, but that combat's terrible, and I've tried it so many times. I'm an RPG guy. I like in-depth RPGs, but I don't want to be making potions and tonics and drinking tonics before every single battle. The combat is just it feels robotic. It feels not swift at all. Like, I don't like that game, but apparently that's the greatest game ever made by some people. So, I mean, everybody has their opinion, right? But once again, like I said, I don't argue with people in streams. I don't say, oh, no. Like, I don't do all that. Like, on Twitter, people say, oh, well, you don't know how to play. Like, I know Evan gets on my case every time, and I don't say that. I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand. I get why people like it. Like, I get it. I get why people like The Witcher 3 combat, but I hate that combat. I think it's terrible, and there's a large group of people online that think the combat's also terrible in that game. Doesn't mean it's not good. Just think that some people think it's terrible. That's it. That's the start and the stop of it, you know? And people think The Witcher 3 is the great, like, literally, you mentioned The Witcher 3, oh, Witcher 3, oh, it's the great, but that game plays like hot doo-doo butter. The gameplay is legit, as an RPG, it's like hot doo-doo butter. Like, it is not great in my opinion, but like I said, if you want to drink tonics and you want to start shooting spells and drinking potions, if you want to play games, hey, look, I get it. Like, I get it. I see why people like that, but that is not for me, bro. Give me like a magic bar. Let me be able to cast my spell. Give me the MP. That's what I need, bro. I'm not gonna be sitting there drinking tonics and spitting and doing like I don't want to do all that. So for me, it doesn't work, but for other people, sure. Like I get it, you know. I completely get it. What do all the enemies have? Super armor and just tank hits or what? What in Witcher? On the hardest difficulty? Oh yeah, like on the hardest difficulty with Witcher, it's like you've got to be prepared to battle. The enemies hit like a truck, and you need to know how to exploit the enemies with the combat. So you need to have like a certain like silver sword, or certain like if it's like a ogre, or if it's like a certain type of demon or a certain type of enemy, use this type of sword. Okay, if it's this type of enemy, use this type of tonic, and this tonic, like if you power yourself up with this tonic, that will get you this. So it's like you got to be very technical, but then you got to spend time collecting resources and doing all that crap. Like, you gotta get your resources, get your tonics, and once again, it's perishables. So every time that you go into an encounter on the hardest difficulty, you better be prepared. And I like that. But the problem is the process of doing that is what I don't like doing. And so yeah, on the hardest difficulty, you gotta be prepared. You gotta make sure that you got all your tonics, you got all your potions, you got all your silver swords or different swords, and do all that stuff. But it's just not for me. But I get why, once again, I get why the combat is, like, people do like it. Like, I understand, you know? DAT Contra with the 2 and says, Super Mario World Bowser Castle thing. Yes, I got you, man. Thank you. Bowser Castle thing. Alright. Super Mario World 2. Oh, wait. Bowser Castle things. You said Super Mario World Oh, Super Mario. Oh, just Super Mario World. Okay, cool. Thank you, DT Contra. Thank you for the $2 dono. I appreciate that, man. Witcher 3 is straight hot dog water. Yeah. Never played The Witcher, but that was funny. Yeah, check it out. I mean, like I said, like it might be for you. Like, I know beat 'em ups. He like loves The Witcher. He thinks it's like the greatest game ever. Like, he loves it. Also, playing on hard is not fun. Yeah, because you got to be like every encounter on hard. If you don't have your potions, your tonics, your silver swords, your this sword, your that sword. If you're not using it can be game over. So yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting game though. It's fun. I think it's fun when it comes to certain stuff. I just don't have the patience for the world building and all that. Like I don't find Geralt of Rivera, I don't find him like an incredible character. I don't find all the characters I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan of the world either. So my wife does like the Witcher TV series though, but I didn't even like the Witcher TV series that much, even though it's really good. But I was just kind of like, so I tune into the stream and literally the first thing I hear is game is hot doo-doo butter. That's the quality content I subscribe for. Yo, is that Marlon Gaming Nation?
Come on, OJ, where are you a potion, sir? Tears of joy ready.
Shout outs, yo, Marlon Gaming Nation fam, bro. It's good to hear your voice, or it's good to see you, man. I've been watching as well on your streams. I've just been kind of watching when I edit, because you stream in the morning, when it's like my morning. So whenever I'm editing, I'm always tuning in, kind of watching. Dude, thank you for the Big 10 though. Shout outs to Marlon Gaming Nation. I'll definitely have to maybe drop some subs on your channel. Like I said, I've been too quiet too long. So shout out to my man Marlon Gaming Nation, man. Appreciate you, fam. Oh, where you post? I don't know. Listen, man. Like I said, I understand why people like The Witcher 3. It's just like I said, it's just not for me. Like if you're gonna give me a Western RPG, give me Mass Effect, dude. I will take Mass Effect over Witcher 3. I think Mass Effect is way better than The Witcher 3. I think Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3, I will take those games over The Witcher 3 any day, anytime, because those actually have very fun, cool combat that's not like potion and tonic based. Like, it's based off of like, rechargeables and things like that. It's based off of people have biotic powers, and like you don't have to worry about all that. Like, it can still be difficult. You put it on insanity, it can still be hard, but you don't got to worry about tonics and potions, and you got cool teammates too. Like, you fight alongside 2 other people. It's like you can do combination attacks. Like, you can do biotic and combination attacks. You can do all sorts of cool stuff. So to me, give me Mass Effect over The Witcher. Simeon Coin with the I don't like Kingdom Hearts that much, but I've played it. Just getting in, drinking tunics isn't good for the body. Just saying it. Music Contra 4, Harvard. By the way, nice setup. When did it occur? Yeah, I got a green screen, so it's just a green screen. But just a couple days ago. Thank you. I appreciate that, Simeon Coin. I appreciate you, man. Contra 4 Harbor. I don't know if she loved the replacing of the Henry Cavill guy or whatever, but I don't remember. We watched it a bit ago, so I don't remember exactly, but I don't think she liked that at all. I don't think she did. But yeah, she was into The Witcher though. She was into it for a while. Doom Games with the $5 dono as well, and says, do you think we could get Mass Effect and Dragon Age games on Switch 2? Dragon Age, no. I don't think Dragon Age is coming. Mass Effect, I think it's possible with the upcoming Mass Effect game. I think it's possible that they port those games over. I think Dragon Age might be done. It might be like dead. I don't think they're going to make a new Dragon Age game anytime soon. I think they'll probably maybe remaster the old Dragon Age games, and maybe we'll see those like remastered. But I don't think we're going to see a new Dragon Age game for a long time. Those developers, they really messed that new one up. they really messed that new one up, man. A lot of the fans were like, uh-oh. So I don't know. Thank you for the $5 though. I appreciate that. Big love to Doom Games. New drinking game. Take a shot every time Nintendo Land says Nintendo needs a big game. I don't watch Nintendo Land, man. So I mean, like, I don't watch them. So I'm taking no shots. I think the next 3D Mario could have a bunch of past locations like Starland and Bomb Battlefield. I mean, maybe. OJ, if Nintendo doesn't greenlight Prime 5, what will be the fate of Retro Studios? Could they become a support studio? They could. They've already been a support studio. They've been helping out on different games. Well, they could get a new IP, or they could get something different, like maybe like a smaller scale game or something. Think we'll get Dragon's Dogma 2 on the Switch too? I think Dragon's Dogma is possible, but I'm not sure how successful Capcom thought about that game, so it just depends. Is Ubisoft really dead? No, they're not. Yeah, the game got smoked, bro. Now the Saudis bought EA, BioWare might be done. They might be, but they have one more trick up their sleeve, and that's Mass Effect. So we'll see how that works. We will see how that works. Veilguard killed Dragon Age. Veilguard is single-handedly my most disappointing game ever, and I've been gaming since the early 90s. Feels bad. Yeah, they really messed up. They really messed up the new Dragon Age game. Let's see, I want new 3D Mario for my sake, but I also so people can shut up. Yeah, I just want them to announce it so people can shut up. Like, people can, like, just shut up, man. Because when they say there's no games, it's like, oh, it's just Mario or Zelda or something like that. So just shut up. So hopefully we get that soon, which I think that we will. So I think we'll get a new Mario game announced soon. And if anything, especially like with the, Nintendo saying, hey, look, the results aren't as good as we would want here in the West. I think that obviously getting a Mario and Zelda game announced is of the utmost priority, because that's where, the West, Mario and Zelda, is massive. So there's also that. Celebration of Dragon Quest 7 tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Dragon Quest 7. I'm gonna pick up a game key card for that game. Talks about how Kratos goes from playboy to single dad raising boy. I don't know what that means, CBH. I don't want 3D Mario because I want to see Mario's adult's energy. Alright, sounds good. So annoying because I'm a huge Mario fan, but people are making me Mario fans look bad. I don't really think I don't think it's even that. Most of the big Mario fans, like, they're content. They're gonna be like, all right, cool. They'll announce something. So I think that after this year, if there's no Mario or Zelda announced after like this whole year, then I think that's when people start getting like super crazy about it. But Nintendo's never went that far without announcing a Mario or Zelda game, so there'll be one. Dan Dips with the $2 says, DJ OJ, can we get Castlevania gems? Yes, we can. Castle. How about some Bloody Tears? Should we get the Netflix version? Thank you for the $2, DJ. The Last of Us 2 is still the most disappointing game in my opinion. The Last of Us Part 2. That game definitely made me I don't know if it's the most disappointing game, but like I was not happy with what happened with some of the stuff in the game. But I don't know if it's the most disappointing. Internet jumped to the conclusion with no factual evidence of being proved wrong about Prime 4 a few hours made my week. Yeah, it was pretty nice to get that sales information because people were saying that it didn't even sell 1 million copies no matter what, and I'm like, no, that's not the case. Like, it could have sold 1 million, like, if you just combine the two SKUs. But people are like, no, I know Nintendo. And I'm like, so you've got like I said, you've got a lot more people that are paying attention to what Nintendo's doing this gen instead, like, compared to like last gen. So I think that's the reason why you have and also I think that the amount of people, like the scrutiny, like the people just being upset or angry, that's also heightened things as well. So people are just looking for clickbait. They're looking for L's. They're looking to make money. They're looking to clickbait. They're upset that Nintendo still hasn't put their games on PC. They're upset that you can't hack right now. Like with the Switch 1, a lot of the PC guys were like, oh yeah, whatever. We can play the games whenever we want because now we can just hack it. We can just steal it or we can just emulate it. But now it's like, wait a minute, it's been 7 months plus now, and you still can't hack or steal the games that you used to be able to get for free. So I think that also causes some, or you can't legally buy them on PC. So that I think that causes some anger because Sony and Microsoft have started putting their games on PC and Nintendo doesn't. And PC people, a lot of them are kind of like schizo. So like when they don't get something that they want, they get angry about it and they turn. So they start saying crazy things like, oh, I like they feel entitled to it. And I've seen content creators say this. So I think that also breeds some hostility as well with people online. So they're looking for any type of L that they can get, you know? It's funny seeing Nintendo Land be disappointed by partner Direct because he said it's gonna just be games he's played on PS5 already. Just had his PS5 library to be atrocious. I don't think he plays much on PS5, but it's all good. Let's see. Got yourself a pastor burrito. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I like the gameplay in part. I like the gameplay in Last of Us Part 2. I think the gameplay is really good. At least the Mario Tennis is good, decent form of Mario now. I hope it's really good. It sounds like it's really good. Based off of the early gameplay impressions, it seems like it's pretty good. So, that's good. That's good. That's the good news about it. Exactly. PC dudes push the narrative. Exclusives are bad. The industry is crazy. They do. Yeah, they're like at the forefront. Xbox and PC guys are at the forefront of saying that exclusives are bad. But really, when it comes down to, they just want to be able to play whatever they want on their system of choice. Which is, once again, like I get it. Like if you love PC obviously is a great. It's got it's got mod support, it's got custom builds, it's got Steam, you've got the libraries, you've got all this cool stuff that PC is great, for good sales and deals. So like so people like that freeness, and when you don't get what you want, when it's something that maybe you grew up with, that you have some type of emotional attachment to, like if you grew up playing Nintendo and then evolved into like a hardcore PC gamer, like it breeds hostility. Like I'd probably be angry too if I was a PC schizo and like now that I can't get those games that I want, or I gotta go through all these hoops and hurdles or whatever the case is. Like I'd be spazzing out too. Like I get why. I mean, especially Nintendo does like the Switch. They do the Switch 2. Their best shot at Nintendo not doing well was the Switch 2 and just putting out leagues of misinformation. A lot of the PC schizos, content creators were doing that. And then it goes out and then it just like outsells the Steam Deck in like 2 days, or it's like 3 or 4 days. And it just absolutely blows Steam Deck's back out. Like I'd be spazzing too.
I always think everyone already played this game on PS5 or PC. Like everyone has everything. Lol.
Yeah, like, bruh, like I'd be spazzing too. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 3, Justin. So, if I was in that same boat too, I'd be saying the same thing. But I'm not. Luckily, I'm not. I'm not. I just play. Like I grew up in the console war era, so I've always felt like, hey, look, man, if you want to play this game or that game, you got to own this system. That's the era that I grew up in. That's how my core beliefs are. I did not grow up in a PC-like thing where everything comes to the system. I didn't grow up in that. I grew up playing consoles, so that's how consoles are. Now, is PC better because it does maybe have all that? Sure. But I've tried PC. I wanted to I've tried PC at 3 separate times. I bought, over the last decade, I've bought 3 separate gaming PCs. I have Steam, I have games, and it's just not for me. It's just not for me, and I tried, and it just doesn't fit what I want to do in today's day. Like, I don't want to tinker. I don't want to transfer over to like a portable, then a home console. I don't want to be buying like a Steam machine, then a Steam Deck, then a ROG Ally for more power. Like every 2 seconds they come out with something new. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to transfer my saves back and forth between my PC and between, like I don't want to do all that. I don't want to. I tried. I did it. I tried it for about a good decade between my first PC in 2015, my second PC in 2021, and then my third gaming PC in 2022. And I threw in the towel after I tried Hades. I tried Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Like I tried to get into it on PC. I tried Persona 3 Reload, and none of it just worked for me. So I'm out, man. I'm out. I'm out. But for other people, it's fine, man. Like I think I know why people love the PC stuff. I get it, and more power to you. Enjoy, but it's just not for me. I saw you did a video on Xenoblade having a leak. What's going on with that series remaster? I mean, it could be a new game, could be a remaster, could be a who knows what it could be, but it could be something. You're killing me with the PC schizo. Yeah, yeah, PC schizo. The guys that are crazy that will sit there and tell you, oh, don't buy any Nintendo games, just pirate them all. Those guys, like those guys. That's why I call them schizos. Like, they'll like resort to just like stealing and like going crazy because they don't get what they want, you know. So yeah, you're a schizo, like, because you feel entitled to having everything. I don't feel entitled to having everything on the Nintendo platform, even if Nintendo owned PC or whatever. I wouldn't be like, oh, I didn't grow up in that atmosphere. You know, like I said, PC schizos did, but I didn't grow up in that. So that's why I say PC schizo. I'm not saying regular PC fan. If you're just a PC fan, Psychopie's a PC fan. I know I got regular PC gamers here. Oh no, I'm not talking about you. You know, I'm not talking about you at all. I'm talking about the schizos. You know, guys that dress up in outfits and talk all big and bad and end up being wrong and stupid, acting all just wrong, big, stupid, and wrong. You know, like just sitting there flexing and acting all big and bad and dressing up in weird, stupid outfits and, you know, and making content, crying and complaining about it, waking up every day being salty and mad, like on the inside crying. You know what I'm saying? Because you've got to talk about stuff that you don't like 24/7 or a lot. Those type of people, PC schizos, content creator, PC schizos. You know, guys that were big and acting all big and bad, but too scared to debate me, too scared to talk to me one-on-one like a man. You know, too scared to talk to me, but will talk about me, but too scared to talk to me because you're scared you're gonna get smacked. Those type of people. Those are PC schizos, in my opinion. So, hey, God bless everyone in chat and YouTube. Hey, appreciate you, beautiful. Let's see, 100% agree with your PC thoughts the same. Yeah, like I said, if you're just a normal PC guy and you just want to, like, that's fine. I don't have any issue with that. You know, that's no issue. But like I said, schizos, like people that are just like go insane, like they get over emotional about power lawsuits. Like you see, turn into like super nerd saying about like those guys. Those are the people that I'm talking about. Like, get insane about power lawsuits, but then go as quiet as a church mouse when it comes to the whole Horizon Tencent lawsuit or whatever, the more whatever that game was. Like, those people. I predicted maybe a new Castlevania. I predicted maybe a new Castlevania. The only people that would get upset at you calling those kinds of PC gamers schizos are people, yeah, like if somebody said, oh yeah, look at the Nintendo schizos. I mean, heck, a lot of people think I'm in that realm. But like if somebody said Nintendo schizos and the people that do this, and this, and if I don't do that, and that, I don't get offended. I have all the platforms. I have PC. I don't tell people to steal all PC games. I have PS5. I don't tell people to steal all PS5 games. I have Xbox. Even if I don't like Xbox much, I don't tell people, and there's a lot of things I don't like about a lot of these. But I don't tell people to steal everything and get all schizo and crazy about it. Nah, like, buy whatever and play whatever you want. Support the developers. If you like something and you want to play it, buy it and play it. Enjoy. You get one life, live it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you get one life, live it. If you have the means and you're working and you can do it, buy the PC. Enjoy it. Buy the game box. Buy the PS5. Buy whatever you want. Get whatever you want. That's what it's like to be a real gamer, man. That's what it's about to be a real gamer. Real gamers. Hey, look, man, whatever you think looks lit, whatever you're into, that's cool. I don't got to sit there and tell you to steal stuff. I don't got to sit there and act all crazy over lawsuits and act like you're some type of moral just crusade with pocket pair and like just like weird stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of PC schizos do that type of stuff. Like they invest way too much into it. So yeah, Light of Moratum or whatever the hell it's called. So see, great afternoon, OJ. How you doing today? I'm doing good, Vatset. How are you, man? PCs don't make fun. PC don't make fun since Steam took over. Didn't have many consoles in Poland in the past, so I grew up with PC and emulators. But since I live in Germany, happy to be consoles. Look, man, I don't even have a problem with all that. Like, if you want to do all that, emulators and all, I don't have any issue with that. You do whatever you want. You know, and I'm not saying that you do, the Gerald, but I'm just saying, me, I don't care. Like, I don't care. But I mean, I will call you a schizo if you're getting crazy about it online. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's a PC schizo. But like, I don't even care about all that. People enjoy whatever you want. Play what you want, man. That's what it's like to be a real gamer. That's a true gamer. A lot of these content creators are not true gamers. They don't play anything. They're just here to milk you guys, man. They don't really actually play anything. A lot of them are just here to complain or here to be mad about something. To nickel and dime peeps. Let's see here. Microsoft putting a lot of games on PS5. There's no reason for me to get an Xbox. Look forward to playing Fable. Yep. Yo, Remnick. Yo, thank you for the 5 months of tuning into your pledge. Let's go. So I just finished playing Dispatch. Absolutely loved it. Nice. Let's go. My only problem is that when they pirate Metroid games because they can because it can use the sales. I mean, the thing about it is that you can't stop somebody from doing stuff like that. So why worry about it? Like, sure, you don't have to like it. I'm not telling you have to like it, but I'm not. That's why I don't really get into arguments like with. I remember there was a guy that I was debating, right? Me and Nintendo Prime, we were debating one guy, and he's like, "Oh, well, I want to talk about emulation or classic games," and I'm like, "No, I don't feel like talking about it." Whatever. I said, "No, I'm good." It's like, "Oh, well, I thought emulation or preservation." I'm like, "No, that's fine. Nintendo should do better." "Oh, well, people are stealing the games." Okay, that's fine. People can steal the games. "Oh, well, why don't you guys do that?" "Oh, no, I'm good. I got nothing to say. There's no point in arguing that. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Like, you can say that you don't like it, and that's fine. I don't agree with it either. I don't agree with it at all. But it's a losing battle to argue against those type of people. There's nothing that they can say. Whether it's available freely to buy or it's not, it doesn't matter. People are still going to steal, regardless. So, it doesn't really matter. Nintendo sold the games on the Virtual Console. People still stole
Sent
ROMs
you on X
or whatever.
what games look like on PC for them.
So, like, to me, that's why I say you should never really get into an argument with people that say emulation and get all, like, hacking and all that. Just don't even waste your time. Just whatever they're into, that just say, all right, cool, no problem. You know? And whenever you can't support a developer, you support the developer. You know? Sadly, gaming content creators don't even play games. A lot of them don't. It's about the vibes for them. Combo breaks. 170 on the board. So that's adjustment another 3. Appreciate that. Tell you an X what look like for P. Okay, let me check it out here. Just some are impatient. Refuse patent resub. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So this is what PC game they just look at like this the whole time. They're just looking at like CPU, GPU, VRAM, RAM, FPS, 60. Poindexter nerd, like. Yeah, that's kind of how it is though. It's kind of how it is though. Shout outs to Cloud. Let's go. Shout outs to Cloud. Cloud Strifey. Big love though, guys. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's go. Those would be too calm and rational for them. Yeah, I don't. When it was so funny because he thought that was gonna be some type of major debating point. Like it's always great, and that's why I need to do more. If I ever do more debates, is like just hit him with the. Like, they think it's going to be, like, a major debating point, and it's not. Because, like, I remember, like, in the roundup of what he wanted to talk about, he was like, oh, I want to talk about this. And I didn't say, no, I don't want to talk about it. I was just like, all right. So when it came to talk about it, he thought I was going to argue, and I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. Like, you ever, like, somebody's about to sit down, you pull the chair out from underneath them? That's what I was just kind of like, oh, no, that's fine. $80 mark. Oh, that's fine, dude. Oh, well, you were trying to do it with my $80 mark. I'm like, no, actually, I made a video. No, I'm not with that. No, I don't agree. Oh, but this and that. No, I'm good, man. Emulation. No, I'm good, bro. No, it's good. People can do whatever they want. But Nintendo should do a better job with Virtual Console too. While you're at it, I don't even got like some stuff like that. You're never gonna win that. You're never gonna win. It's easy grift points. Like, let me tell you guys something. Virtual Console stuff, just stay away from it. Don't just agree. Just be like, all right, yeah. You'll never win that. You'll never win that with the internet. It'll never end. It will never ever end. That's why you don't even engage it. You just say, yeah, no problem. You know, you don't even have to believe it. Just say it. You know. So that's kind of how I feel. Borderlands 4 got Steam Deck verified status, but it runs like crap. I mean, I think we all saw that was going to be a thing. Steam Deck verified is like that's like asking an adult entertainer to be monogamous or whatever. To be faithful, bro. You already know what's gonna happen, like, or to only like that. That's like you already know what's happening. You already know what's gonna happen, bro. You already know the results of that. You already know what's gonna happen, bro. What's up, Ivan there? Welcome. It's like, how was work today? Well, let me tell you. Yeah, you already know. Steam Deck verified. What does that mean? It just seems like somebody looks at it and says, verified. Like that's. You got one dude just working on it. Press one button, move one little CPU bar, move one little heat sink. Typed in Gaben. Typed in Gaben. Typed in Gaben. Played Half-Life 2. Pre-ordered a Steam box or Steam machine. Or bought a Steam Deck. Logged into his Steam account. Complained about Power World. Pressed a couple buttons. And said Gaben's the best. And prayed to Lord Gaben. Then all of a sudden, it just magically turned from not verified to verified. You don't even gotta like work on it. You just need to do like other stuff. Like your thoughts and your feelings let you know if it's Steam Deck verified or not. If you're a developer, it's like how you truly feel. Like what did you do? It's not like what you programmed. It means it's based on vibes. It's based on feeling. You know, it's a vibe check. It's not actually programming or developing. Oh, let's see. I just blocked these people on site without any interaction. You can do that too. You can do that as well. Menu pops up. It says it's good. Yeah. It's like, have you prayed to Lord Gaben? You need to pray for a certain amount of hours. You know what I'm saying? Like you pray enough hours, you know, you can automatic. Or if you praise Gaben's super yacht enough, that's also another way to get Steam Deck verified. Like if you just praise, or if you're man enough to go inside the bathroom, turn out the light, and say Steam Deck, Steam Deck, Steam Deck 3 times, and if nothing happens, and if you make that out alive, then you can definitely it'll be verified too. But once again, you have to be holding the Steam Deck. You have to be, you know, praying to Gaben. You have to say it in the mirror. You have to say that you love super yachts. You have to say that you love super yachts. You do all that, Steam Deck verified. Works immediately. 24 hours, Metroid Prime 4 went from flop to the fastest selling Metroid, Whiplash. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it sold faster than Metroid Dread, like, everything combined. But, yeah, it sold pretty good. It sold okay. But, yeah, one of the faster selling ones. But Metroid doesn't really sell fast, just in general. So, help them buy the yacht. Yeah, the next super yacht. Let's see here. So the next super yacht for sure. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. The next super yacht will be the best super yacht from Gaben. I know that's something that he's very excited about. That he wants to make sure that he takes care of it. He does it right. He does it right. The super yacht needs to be done right. Can't be done wrong. It needs to be done right. So it sold okay for Metroid. Yeah, for Metroid Prime, it sold okay. Do you think the Switch 2 could pass the GameCube's lifetime sales 21 million before June? Yeah, it probably will. Yeah, it probably will. Maybe it would need. Yeah. I think it will. I think it'll pass up. It'll pass up. It'll pass it up. 21 million. We'll see though. Beep boop. Beep boop boop. Verified. Yeah, I mean, did anybody really expect it to run good on Steam Deck though? Like, I mean, it does not run good on lots of other stuff. So yeah. Did you guys hear this too? Like, apparently Nate the Hate believes that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 will release on all platforms at the same time. He talked about that in his predictions podcast today. So what do you guys think about that? That'd be great. I bet Sony's probably foaming at the mouth on that one. They used to be like, no, we get Final Fantasy exclusive first. We get it first, not you. So I think that's something that'd be interesting if it happens. Only flaw in Prime 4 is a massive desert area, too much surface. There's more flaws than that, but yeah, that's one of the things that some people don't like. I actually kind of like just kind of driving around and vibing, but I know everyone doesn't like that. I know everyone is not as big of a fan of that. Yeah, B Queen says easy peasy lemon squeezy. But Metroid Prime 4 and I got it again for my mom holiday, even though she thought it was good. Your mom plays video games? That's awesome. Play on the direct, gamers could go crazy. It's a partner showcase, so don't expect anything too crazy. All 20 people on Xbox are happy. 25. I believe that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth time exclusivity really hurt the sales. We'll see. I don't know. I thought Sony had a deal for all 3 of the remake series. Maybe they got out of that deal. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what happened. Oh, I'm gonna be giving away the $50 eShop card during the live stream tomorrow. So I got the eShop card though. It finally came through in the mail. At least, well, in my Amazon thingy. So I'll be giving that away tomorrow during the show. So if you're going to be here, you can win a $50 eShop card tomorrow. Switch one don't need to sell 160 million because Sony just produced that. As soon as they get I mean, Jim Ryan's about to come out of retirement right now. And he's like... Jim Ryan's about to come out of retirement. Another thing too is like there's gonna be a native Switch 2 version of Overwatch, and they renamed Overwatch just to Overwatch. They renamed Overwatch 2 just to Overwatch, so they went back to the original. But they shut down the original name, and then said Overwatch 2, and then rolled everybody into that. But then now they're going back to the name of Overwatch 1, so just Overwatch. And there's gonna be new heroes too that they revealed, and yeah, it's coming to Switch 2. Hopefully it's 60 FPS. Don't pull what some of these people are doing. Somehow they're like, oh, we got the Switch 2 version, and then it's still 30 FPS. Like, Bandai Namco and some developers, like, that's so stupid, bro. You better give me those crusty Switch 1 graphics in 60 FPS. So you better make a 60 FPS mode. Oh man, who else did that? I know, what was it? Dragon Ball did that, but there was like another game that did that too. It just kept 30. I'm like, dude, what's the point? I think like NBA 2K, isn't that like still 30 on Switch 2? It's stupid. I have Dragon Quest 7 preloaded on my Switch 2. Can't wait till midnight. Oh, can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Nintendo Direct. Kanishi, Resident Evil 9 director, posted about the Nintendo Direct date in his story. Yeah, I think they're gonna show off the amiibo. They're probably gonna show off the game again in like the amiibo and just, you know, say, hey, here's the release date, and probably like a new Switch 2 trailer showing off like the Switch 2 specific game, like the Switch 2 specific version. Here's the craziest thing about Xbox, right? So maybe I'm wrong on this. Maybe so. I covered the Xbox. What was it? The Final Fantasy Xbox stuff. Like, oh well, it started out pretty low at 40, but then it moved up to like number 11, then like to 9. Then some people said, oh, it's at number 5. So I'm like, okay, that's great. But then I went back to see like, okay, where is it at? Because I had some like Xbox guys trolling me and saying, oh well, it's higher. It's like up at number whatever, and it was there. So then I'm like, okay, cool. So then after that, out of nowhere. Yo, Jay, thank you for the 31 months. Direct is at 9 EST tomorrow, right? Yeah, 9 a.m. EST. 9 a.m. EST tomorrow. I'll be streaming a couple hours before, so if you want to stop by earlier, you can stop by. But then I go to check. I check to see where Final, because like they were a lot of them were trying to get on me because they said that I was unfairly covering Final Fantasy. But then I checked the sales rankings recently, and it's like nowhere to be found. So like I checked the sales rankings now, and I don't like now. If you guys see it somewhere here, let me know. But apparently Microsoft's the system itself displays different games than their web front. Their web front will put games in certain positions compared to their what's updated on their storefront. But now it's not there at all. Like literally it disappeared in the top sellers. It just, I don't see it anymore. And that's why I can't really trust anything that Microsoft says. They don't number them. They display different games from their console to their PC web front. Like, but now the game is not there at all. And now all of the Xbox guys, I think, have went radio silent. They're like, oh, it's up to number 5. What happened? It's like gone now. Because like if I check on, obviously if I check on, let me go on the Switch 2. Give me just a second here. If I go on my Switch 2 app and I look at bestsellers for the Switch 2, I can still see, okay, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, it's number 6. It's been number 1 for a while, then it went to number 2, then it kind of went, but it's still number 6. So you can actually see the bestsellers. Dragon Quest is dominating. It's got 2 versions in at number 1 and number 2. Then Donkey Kong Bonanza. So, but you can still see that it's number 6. So it's just funny to me, man. It's like really funny that that you look at the sale and there's like, it's like gone after they were bragging about it. So, oh, look, I got number 5. Like it's literally gone. Like literally gone off the top. I don't know if I can I find it? Where is it at, dude? Where is it at? Did somebody see it? So I don't even know what Xbox does anymore, bro. Like I have no idea what they do. You got to know that the games that are down here, bro, they're probably selling like 3 copies. Ain't nobody buying Arma Reforger. Ain't nobody buying Green Hell on Xbox. Ain't nobody buying Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Ain't nobody buying Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? So yeah, they do the top 1,000, but like it's nowhere to be found. I don't see it here, so it just disappeared. So I want to ask, maybe if somebody has an Xbox Series X, if you can go on the top paid charts on Xbox Series X, and if you can tell me what the sales are if you can tell me where the position is for Final Fantasy, let me know before I make a post. But yeah, those guys were getting on me about that, man. They were getting on me about it. So whatever. Yeah, that was a came and went. That was a came and went for sure. Justin with the 3. What?
I looked into more on why Sparking Zero is 30 FPS on Switch 2 and 2 reasons. 1, they don't use DLSS, and 2, so they can do cross-play with Switch 1.
I will cross-kick Bandai Namco in the face. Like, that is the... Lord have mercy. Hopefully they do an update one of these days where they actually spend a little bit more time and get that, because that's insane. That's insane. Like, especially with like Resident Evil running that, like, stop the cat, bro. Thank you, Justin. Thank you for another 3, Justin. I appreciate you, fam. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is gonna be like an evergreen game. It's gonna be in the top eShop sales charts for like a long, like almost the whole duration of the system. I think people are gonna just keep buying it. Let's see. It went down because February 1st new SKU dropped and the old one took down from the eShop. Are you talking about? Oh, you talking about? Oh, the what's it called? The Final Fantasy? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's a crazy reason. That's a crazy reason to not have 60 FPS. Let's once again, Bandai Namco, Bandai Disappoint Co. So yeah. So we'll see what happens. Sparking Zero on Switch to a disaster. They just announced the DLC that has been up to buy since day one, releasing it, and the gameplay updates on other consoles. Yeah. Trash, garbage. Let's see here. Who you got winning the Super Bowl? I got a bet with figure drawing, so I hope the Patriots win, so I win that bet. I hope. Damn you, Bandai Namco! I know, seriously. There was a limited edition of FF7 Remake, the original PS1 remaster on February 1st, so they took that SKU down, and now, okay, got you. It doesn't include the original anymore. Okay. So I guess maybe that's what happened with maybe that happened with Final Fantasy on Xbox, and it just disappeared off the face of the earth. Maybe that happened too, you know? Maybe that's what happened as well. Sparking Zero's dead game. Bamco really dropped the ball. Tekken fans aren't happy with Tekken 8 either. Hope Sega delivers Virtua Fighter 6. Yeah, I hope they do too, man. You know what? This is a crazy take too. Check this out, guys. This is what some people are so, because they were dookie on Metroid Prime. So check this out. Check this interaction out. Okay, so Stephen Totillo, he broke the news that Metroid Prime 4, Metroid Prime 4 sold over 1 million units. Right? He says following some consternation about neither the Switch nor Switch 2 versions of Metroid Prime for December 4th. That's when it launched, making Nintendo's million seller list for the period ending December 31st. A Nintendo rep told me today that combined sales of those two versions have in fact passed 1 million copies. So then this other person goes, this is, of course it's Twitter. Source, trust me, bro. Like, the source was literally like Nintendo of America rep, because like he was there at Nintendo's, like he can reach out to them for comments and all that. Like there's like reps, like Steven Totillo, he's been in the game for a long time. Nintendo of America actually follows him. They follow him, so it says source, trust me, bro. So oh my god, so he puts this, he's like, okay, well here's the proof. Following Nintendo of America follows him. As says reporter covering video games at GameFile, previously launched game coverage at Axios, MTV News, was at Kotaku, you know. So Steven Totillo, you might not love everything he says or does, but he's a verifiable person. He's been in the game for a long time, and I used to watch him. I used to read his articles back before I started doing content. So if you're in this business of game, like the game industry business, you know about Steven Totillo. Like you just know about him because he's just been around for forever. Like this dude's hairline has receded for each year that he's been in the bit. Like this dude's been around for like 30 years. That hairline just keep that hairline going all the way back. That man's hairline has receded 1 inch every single year he's been in the business. Dude been in the business for like 30 years. That hairline all the way back. Like this man hairline receded, bro. Every 1 year. Like a Ted Hut. I'm just messing around. Yes, sir, Ted Hut. You like going like. Look like you're wearing a yarmulke on the back of his leg. Looking like he stay going to bar mitzvahs every now and then. I mean, it's just so far back. It's just so far back, man. Listen, my hairline, I'm moving back too. I've been moving back a little bit myself, fam, but if it was to the point to where it was like, yo, wait, if it's to the point to where it's like all the way in the back like that, bro, it's like just time to let it go, fam. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Oh, shout out to Steven Totillo, man. Steven, it's like, yeah, learn how to speak. What do people speak in Turkey? Speak in Turkish? Learn how to speak Salt Bay. But anyway, he put that here. He was like, okay, well, hold up, man. I'm actually like a real reporter. But it was funny. Fran Marabella also jumped in, who used to be ex-IGN. He's a cool dude. And he's like, that's some wild citizen. Like, he even told you a Nintendo rep confirmed it. We should do at least 5 minutes of research before effectively calling someone a liar. I don't need to research. I have logic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Yeah, this is, like I said, schizo, bro. Probably a PC schizo too. Probably like you could almost bet he's a PC schizo. Like you could almost bet he probably is a PC schizo, dude. You can almost bet that he is. All right, hold up. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let me get this going. Let me get back to here. Have you talked about Konami? Yeah, I talked about Konami a bit. I think that we can maybe see a new Castlevania, but I don't think it's going to be here, though. I don't think it's going to be here. Trust my hairline. Bruh. Like, if it's to the point to where it's, like, back here where I'm out here going, like, where you just see my forehead and, like, you don't even see, like, the line, like, right here. Like, because before in the past, mine used to be, like, here. So it was, like, a lot better, but it's moved back a bit. But I told my barber, I'm like, yo, man, don't, like, you need to round it. Don't stop. Because, like, one time, my barber, like, when I went to go get the Switch 2, that's why y'all didn't see no pictures of me. When I went to go get the Switch 2, bro, this man milk dudded me. Like, but it was, like, my fault, but it was, like, his fault, too. Like, we were speaking about something, and he went, and, like, he cut a little bit too much. So then he cut back. So I had an attempt, like, bro, I swear it was, like, back here. That's why I was either wearing a hat or I was sitting far back. Like, bro, that haircut was terrible. So I almost had a Steven Totillo too. I almost had a Steven Totillo as well. Yeah, my barber, he don't got all that shoe polish, hairspray. But yeah, I be seeing that. Like, I watch the haircut videos because the haircut videos are hilarious. We gotta react to the haircut videos on this channel at some point. And there's this one guy that's always like, he always be making rhymes whenever he cuts people's hair. And man, bro, it's crazy. Let's see here. PC Schizo merch went. Oh, PC Schizo merch. We need shout outs. So yeah. What else? Shout outs. So yeah, PC Schizo, Elite Ninja. We need some merch. We need some merch. Fanboy and Nintendo Fanboy and SpongeBob text. I think that one would be goated. Nintendo Fanboy and SpongeBob text. Like, we need that too. We need, and all quotations like Nintendo Fanboy and, like, you know, in regular quotations. So yeah, ... PC Schizo. Definitely. Overall quotations. Sharpest razor in the city. Yeah, that guy. Follow me for more haircut transformations. But yeah, man, I see some people, man, it's like they come in there, they got dreads, they're cutting off their dreads, they got snow in their hair, dandruff, and like they got crazy hairlines and bald spots, and like he washes their hair, he slicks it forward, holds it with spray, then goes, hits them with just black shoe hits them with the black shoe polish, inches up their hairline by like a good inch and a half or so. Sometimes maybe not quite an inch and a half, but like at least about an inch for some of them, maybe half an inch. Sly Huncho, there you go. Sly Huncho, that's his name. Bald people can be scary because they got nothing to lose. I've never heard that bald joke, man. I've never heard that. He said bald people can be scary. Oh no, fam! Come on, no, fam. That doesn't even make sense. Oh man, that's crazy, fam. That's crazy. He said bald people can be scared. They got nothing to lose. It's all on the line for them. No matter what, it's like, you know. It's oh man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Bald people. Who said that? Who said that? Oh my god, yo, who said that? Now I'm going hard with the sharpest razor, bro. You gotta go hard with the sharpest razor. That's why I shave my head. I go, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You just need one of them. You need one of them. There's this like a white version of Sly Huncho, but like he does like hillbilly haircuts and stuff like that. Like he's like I don't know where he's at, but there's a white Sly Huncho. He doesn't do all the writing stuff, but he's that good. He's like Sly Huncho for like the white haircuts. And he transforms people. People come in there looking like the PC gamer from South Park. Hair all like this, big old foreheads, receding hairlines, hair all whatever, and he transforms them. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. But yeah, there's like a white guy like Sly Huncho that just transforms these guys, like just crazy haircuts. I don't know what his name is. But he's a skinny white guy with like blonde hair, and he's like, okay, so what do you want me to do here? You know, he's like, what do you want me to like? You want me to like here? You know, what do you think? And the guys are just like, yeah, just get me anything that you can, man. I've been coming here, and my hair is a mess. My wife just said something. I gotta get it done, man. I was like, okay, yeah, well, you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and give you a taper on the side here, and then we'll kind of do this, and you know, we'll see how it goes. And then they go like, boom, and all of a sudden the guy's like, all looking like, you know, all smooth and everything. I'm like, what the heck? That's crazy. Gotta hit him with the spice ball. Oh man, that's a good joke. I'm using it tomorrow, my homie Bruce. Yeah, that's the. Man said, got nothing to lose, bro. So that's why Vin Diesel always looks pissed off. This all came from Steven Totel. Bro, Steven Totel, please, bro. You killing us here, fam. Damn, bro. God. Yeah, bro, you killing us with this haircut, bro. You killing us with this. Bro, Steven, bro, you killing me, man. Bro, you killing me with this haircut. You killing me with this. I can't. Bro, come on. Come on. Steven, fam, bro, please, it's time, fam. I know I don't got the most hair, but bro, bro, come on. bro, man, dude, I gotta tell him, bro. I gotta tell him, man. That's just. Yeah, he gotta shave it at this point. That's insane, bro. That's insane. I think he would look better bald if he just grew a beard, and he just like I think he'd look a lot better. Yeah, the time has come, bro. Mr. Clean, let it go. Oh man, bro. So. All right, guys. So I got the bat signal call. So I'm gonna have to end it here. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to the stream, man. I appreciate everybody that came through. Hit that like button if you have not hit that like button yet. We are gonna be up bright and early tomorrow morning for the Nintendo Direct. So get ready for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. So look out, like I said, for that. I want to say thank you to everybody that came through. Yeah, you gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it. He said gargle. That hairline touched the back of the neck. Just... Guys, trust me. If I ever got that, guys, roast me endlessly if I ever got that bad.
He has the waning crescent moon haircut.
Waning crescent. This man got the krillin. Like, guys, listen. Honestly, like, no cap, guys. Like, because like I'm gonna hang on as long as I can. If it ever, please, guys, stop the donos. Tell me, reach out to me. If I don't, like, literally, like, I can't ever let it get like that. So, or I would roll with the cul-de-sac. I would just roll with the cul-de-sac. But before we go, we gotta watch this one clip, though. We gotta watch this one clip. Oh my gosh. We gotta watch this one clip here. Hold up. Hold on, we gotta watch this one clip before we go. Since we here, we gotta watch this clip. It's a tradition that we watch this clip here. Hold up, it's a tradition.
Beebs haircut, Tebow? Do you ever have a Beebs haircut, Tebow?
You do?
No, man, are you kidding me? No, dude,
That is
Beebs haircut goes over here somewhere.
No, that's Beebs for days. You know he's going to change it every 2 weeks. That's hardcore.
My
Beebs.
haircut's like...
you use more product than him, though.
Oh,
Hey, when you
I use more product than anybody.
When you and Tim go get your hair done, what y'all tell them? Like to the left or the right?
No, I tell him go number 2 all the way up to a fade and just give me a faux hawk, man. It's a faux hawk, bro.
Number 2.
Hey,
Yeah.
Paul, what do you tell him?
I mean, I'm just
Hey,
just a little off the sides. Just a little bit off the sides.
Leave
man.
the sides.
I always tell them, I said, leave a little bit on the top.
Lead aside, Steven! Lead aside! Lead aside! Lead aside!
Oh,
Lead asides! Lead asides! What do you say? What do you tell him? Lead asides! Lead asides! Shine the top up real nice! And lead asides! Alright guys, we're gonna bounce. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Oh my gosh, thanks for coming out to the stream. I appreciate you guys, man. I am like sweating. I'm like, my eyes are watering, bro. My eyes are watering. Lead the sides, Steven, bro. Lead the sides. Oh man. All right, guys, thanks for coming out to the stream. Check out my most recent video. If you haven't seen it, check out my most recent video. I'm gonna link it for you guys real quick. Thank you for all the donos too, guys. Shout outs to everybody that dropped donos. My Xenoblade video went up today too, so if you want to watch my Xenoblade video, you can. So check that out, guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. And all right, yeah. So thank you everybody that came out. We'll see you guys tomorrow.